Today is the day that I am trapped for 2 to 3 hours by my custom card community. We are looking and rating custom Magic the Gathering cards today. Starting off with the Choir of the Mire. All right, we got some bonus points already for rhyming right out of the gate. It's a legendary land. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may sacrifice a creature. If you do, this land becomes prepared until end of turn. So we have like an automatic sack outlet attached to a land. Very unusual. That doesn't require tapping or anything. There are some lands that you sack your creatures for mana. Songs of the Damned for 1 black instant. Add black for each creature card in your graveyard. So the more creatures that we sacrifice, the more mana we get from the graveyard. But we need mana. We need mana to make mana at the very least. It's a funny land. It doesn't tap for mana. It doesn't tap for mana. Just like, I guess, Cabal Coffers. I guess there's a lot of lands for black that don't tap for mana, but there's some big upside somewhere else. I don't think it should be until end of turn. Is it really broken? Is it the same 2-card limit today? Of course. Of course, it's always a 2-card limit. If I increase the limit to like 5 cards, I'm going to be here for like 7 hours. Wait, it says right at the bottom. Add black. Yeah, it acts more like an enchantment. I mean, that's how the old lands used to be. You know, like Tabernacle of Pendrell Vale. They're bringing back the old style of lands where it's like sort of an enchantment on top of a land. And if it's too good as an enchantment, that they get rid of the mana ability. Only prepared until end of turn. This card doesn't work. Well, what's wrong with that? If you do, this land becomes prepared until end of turn. You're prepared until end of turn. So while you're prepared, pay a black for Songs of the Damned and get your mana. What is so wrong with that? Toilet Duck is like, what's on the bingo card? Toilet Duck, very impatient. If you are new here, there is a bingo card, which chat is responsible for. And if we get a bingo, then somebody in chat will get a card for free because everyone likes to donate, or a lot of people donate to get their cards on the show. We have many people here. It's gonna last for hours. But if you don't want to pay with money, you can be part of the show if there is a bingo. I give freebies to chat. Okay, so we get back to here. Instead of this battle nonsense, this could actually work as a new card type. Can only play one of them per turn and works sort of like an enchantment. Well, sort of. I don't see how this card is quite complicated. Am I missing something? At the beginning of my upkeep, I sack a creature. If I do, the land is prepared. If I am prepared, I can play this. Oh, yeah, I can play this instant. Like it's on the permanent. It's on the permanent. Remember, like these prepared cards, they're like a spell attached to the permanent at the same time. Farfox is like, I like that It Danger is already marked because first card is it's already It Danger. I don't think this is It Danger. Like you can, at the beginning of the game, this card is worthless. Even if you have 1 creature in your graveyard, this card is bad. If you have 2 creatures in your graveyard, the card gets better. You can't cheat with tokens with the sacrificing part of this. Because there are lands you can sack creatures to add mana, but this is like if you sack a token, I think it's fair. I could be dead wrong. I could be dead wrong. You can interact with this card by just removing someone's graveyard. Because if there's 1 creature in the graveyard, what's the point of Songs of the Damned? You're going to pay a black just to get the black back. It's pointless. So you actually have to work towards this card being good. And right off the bat, it's worthless. Like early on in the game, which I am most concerned about in a game of Magic the Gathering. I'm always thinking, how can this card break me on turn 1 and turn 2? This one doesn't. This one is you build up a board state to where this card is going to be a huge chunk of mana. I would say it is the Gaia's Cradle of Black. And is there anything wrong with that? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Oh, Battles is a card type? All right. But it's too easy to stack the graveyard. It's also easy to exile the graveyard. Have you heard of graveyard hate? Maybe we should play a little bit more of it. Relic of Progenitus. It's not that expensive. It's strong but not broke. Also, remember, this is a land. You can interact with the land. Even with the beginning of upkeep trigger in response, you can wasteland it. You can strip mine. You can Field of Ruin, Field of Devastation. There's a lot of things to work here. I like this card. I think it's a very strong card. I think it's the Gaia's Cradle of Black, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, time to go into the small super chats. We've got Bacon Catbug with Grudging Rebuttal. If you want to be like Bacon Catbug, go to my description of this video. Join my Discord, submit your card, give it a title. In this case, Grudging Rebuttal. I can look it up and also pay $5 US, whatever the equivalent is, and you can be part of the show. Okay, Bacon Catbug says, I know it's broken in EDH, but I don't respect EDH as a format anyway. All right, I didn't know that about you, Bacon Catbug. I didn't know you were like a 60-card format person. Are you more of an alchemy person? Grudging Rebuttal is a blue instant. As an additional cost to cast this spell, untap X tapped lands you don't control. Oh, no, this is a cool card. How is that broken in EDH? You can help somebody else. It's politically. It's a political card. Counter target spell with mana value X. This card... Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. So this card is not going to be good versus cards that ramp. Like, let's say somebody ramped into a 7-mana card, but somebody only has untap X land. Oh, but you can actually untap multiple players of lands. So you untap you can untap 4 lands from one person. You can untap 3 lands from another person. Yeah, I would say it's Zybers. This is a very, very cool card. Very, very, very neat design. You get the it's a weird counter spell for 1 mana, but you can help out your fellow teammates at the same time. Surprisingly balanced. That probably should be a bingo square. It's very, very balanced. And like and what I really like about this is one-on-one, I mean the card is borderline useless. It's terrible. So that's actually the genius of this card. You've balanced it. I mean it's crap in one-on-one, but it's not overpowered in EDH. In fact, it's super great in EDH, where if one person's the threat at the table, all right, you counter their spell, and also you help your other 2 teammates to gang up on that person. Look, everyone loves this card. Very, very interesting cost. Plus the Adam Savage quote. What the hell is this? I reject your reality and substitute to my own. This is a banger. Very much Zybers. Do we have a Zybers? I guess we can't have Zybers because there could be too many of them. All right, sweet card. Back to the freebie section. We are Theros. White, World Enchantment. If all players believe it is, for example, if all players agree there is a 13/13 Emrakul token on the battlefield, there is, what the hell? But all players have to believe it. If one person doesn't, I guess it doesn't. Reality built upon faith. This is stupid. This is not a real card. Do we have uncard on our bingo card? We do, actually. Yeah, if that's an uncard if I've ever seen one. If all players believe it is, I think, therefore I am. If I think hard enough, things are. But everyone has to believe it. It's real to me, damn it! It's still real to me! I believe islands are always tapped. Not my islands. All right, next. We got Majra in the house. We got Witch Tech, the Malevolent Spy Wire. The art is a work in progress made by you. We all love custom-made art, don't we? Okay, what am I looking up? I'm looking Spy Wire. Ah! A battle! What are we making battles here for? All right, we got a battle. Can we zoom in? Oh, how am I going to do this? I think we got to go bigger. Okay, that works out, actually. Okay, Witch Tech, Malevolent Spywire. 6 mana for 7 battle. Isn't this thing supposed to flip? When this battle enters, draw a card for each artifact you control. Holy moly! That could be a lot of artifacts. Players play with the top card of their library revealed. When an opponent casts a spell, you may target it. Then, how do you mean target it? You may target it and reveal a card from your hand or the top of your library. Then that opponent faces a villainous choice. They counter the targeted spell, or you cast the revealed card without paying its mana cost. This ability triggers only once each turn. Oh, I see. Okay, so they cast a spell, we target it, and then we either we're countering it or not. I thought we have to give this to the opponent. I thought that's like the catch. Isn't that how battles don't necessarily flip? All the current ones do, but they don't have to. But don't we give this to somebody? New card type, perhaps? Subtype, I'm pretty sure it is Siege, not a... Oh, yeah, that's a... Do we have new card type? That's not really all that new for this chat, to be honest. Madra's been making sigils for literally years. New... What do we call that? New custom keyword? New custom... New non-creature... No, there we go. New non-creature subtype. Yeah, this is not a siege. It's a sigil. This battle could just die when attacked instead of flipping. It has 7 loyalty. Or 7 defense, whatever they call it. That's a lot of defense. By default, if the battle isn't a siege, you defend it as the controller. Ah, thank you so much. All right. That's the deal. Little dead fly. I'm sorry I'm late. I was in town. Well, it's okay because I was late by 10 minutes, so you're only late by like 1 minute. This seems... Okay, enters, you draw a card for each artifact you control. So in theory, this is like 6 mana, draw 7. And on top of that, isn't this... Okay, I think this card is broken. If I'm not mistaken. So this is... Do you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of what's that blue legendary creature? Counter the first spell of somebody. Counter the first spell someone plays each turn. Erayo. I think this is more powerful than Erayo. Even if it's 6 mana. Every single time someone casts a spell, either I'm getting something for free or that thing is getting countered. Like I think it's so busted. Even at 6 mana, this is just insane. Jin Gitaxias, Progress Tyrant. How similar is this actually? Yeah, let's go to Jin Gitaxias. It's like loyal Jin Gitaxias, the Progress Tyrant. So this guy is whenever you cast an artifact, instant, or sorcery, copy it, blah blah blah. Whenever an opponent casts an artifact, instant, or sorcery spell, counter that spell. Spell only triggers each turn. Okay, this thing triggers like non-stop. There's no once each turn. Oh, sorry, this ability triggers only once. Okay, this still triggers once each turn. I still think it's really, really strong. How much does Progress Tyrant cost? 7 mana? But you don't draw a bunch of cards when it enters the battlefield. This thing is meant to be cheated out very, very quickly. I think it's too strong. I think it's just too strong. Maybe it'd be a little... I don't know. Get rid of the when this battle enters, draw a card for each artifact you control clause. Like, you cannot lose with this card. You just cannot lose. But the sigil also hit creature and enchantment, so... Yeah, I misremembered something. Oh, yeah, we did misremember something. Hold on. You know what? It doesn't matter. I read the card wrong the first time around. I just completely blanked on the ability triggering once each turn. Both balance-wise and fun-wise, you like these things? Is it that easy to cheat battles? If this is going to be in an artifact deck, I expect that this is going to be a 3-mana card instead of a... So it's double red, double blue, 2 generic. I expect that this is going to be like more of a 3-mana card if you account for like Moxen and Soul Rings and stuff, than to be a 6-mana card. Noise Marrow says, as a lock piece, it could draw far fewer cards with some kind of crap, and the opponent will also choose the best option though. But they lose no matter what. Like, sure, that something could go through. You know what really bothers me is just the drawing a million cards off of this thing. Like, enter the battlefield, draw a million cards, and you probably are not going to lose in a big way. You know, what happens to the card that we reveal? Or you cast the revealed card without paying its mana cost? This plus Sensei's Divining Top. Madra's cards always need one of the abilities removed. Not always. But in this case, probably. Yeah, if it didn't have that first line, it was instead like Lantern of Insight once per turn. Yeah, I think... Okay, anyway, I think it's strong. It's very, very, very strong card. But you know what? It's not as strong as buying from FusionGamingOnline.com, my favorite sponsor. Deal of the week this week, 15% off all Ultimate Guard accessories. If you print out your custom cards, well, you now know where to put them. You need deck boxes, you need sleeves and binders to put all those custom cards. If you like real cards, get your Marvel superhero cards today. But don't get them unless you get coupon code Nikachu at checkout. More powerful than the Sigil battles because it gets you 5% off all your purchases. And it also supports the channel. All right, and back to our regularly scheduled programming. Boo, 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 boo. All right, what if it exiled the card instead of just revealing it? So if your opponent doesn't let you cast it, you lose it. Maybe it'd be more fair. Maybe it'd be more fair. I still don't like the idea. I don't know how many cards are out there that are like, when this card enters the battlefield, draw a million cards. Maybe the closest we got to is like Krang or something. Okay, next we've got Oslan, Commons Champion. This is 8 mana for a 5/5 human cleric with Convoke. Whenever Oslan enters or attacks, create a number of 1/1 green and white citizen tokens equal to her power, then put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. What? We can convoke this thing into play? Enters or attacks equal to her power, then put a +1/+1 counter on each creature. That's interesting. So basically, this is an 8 mana. This card actually could be weirdly broken. So we convoke well, maybe convoking this thing isn't too easy, but it's you know what this reminds me of? Heritage Druid. This is just like a modern day Heritage Druid where you plop down this creature. You're gonna get like, okay, so you're gonna get 5 1/1s that are actually 2/2s in token doubling colors as well. This is crazy. This is crazy. I don't know if this is broken or not. It's probably a lot of fun for the person who likes to play the Bant tokens type of cards. Yeah, it's basically a 6/6, and for very little mana. Blink her. Oh no! Yeah, you could blink her too. She's in the blinky colors, both white and blue, and get 10 creatures. But it's not 8 mana. It's not actually 8 mana, Gillum, because you can convoke her into play. So it's like, so yeah, you actually have to look at it as like she's like 4 mana with a few creatures on the battlefield. I would laugh at the commander tax. Oh, question. Can you use Convoke when something's in the command zone? I assume you can. Reminds me of the 3-fold Thunderhulk. I mean, have you seen Hogak? Yeah, Hogak got... Well, Hogak didn't come with friends. And Hogak, yeah, good point. Hogak came out on turn 2 consistently. Turn 2, turn 3, pretty consistently. Very, very consistently. Yeah, Blinker with doubling season. Oh yeah, it's like 2 mana because it's playing green too. Yeah, that's right. 2. Yeah, so we went from like, okay, this is interesting design. Maybe this is broken. This is like this would be like a super ultra strong commander that is only going to be kept in check if you have board wipe after board wipe after board wipe after board wipe. And it enters or attacks. It's going to blow up fast. Oh yeah, oh, that's right. I missed the attacks part. Bingo, new design space console from command zone. You mean convoke from the command zone? I don't think that's somehow missed the convoke. That nukes this from being okay. Yeah, blink is always a problem. Man, I miss the days of donoing a full 20 card set. Well, I don't. Well, I mean, we could do it. I mean, maybe I just increase the price for the days that you want to have like 10 or 20 cards, like $10 per card. And okay, you're gonna have 20 cards. I'll be here all day. You know, at $10 a card, I will do this for 8 hours. I'll just do it. My brain will turn into mush at the end of the 8 hours, but I will be satisfied with how much I'm getting paid for it. Way to go, convoke the Zybers. Probably. It's probably too strong. This card is, yeah. It's just it's too easy to enable, too easy to blink, too much value. Probably just had to remove the convoke. It might be fair. It might be. But, you know, we all have an inkling that it's probably not fair. Next up, we got the Big Nate. Thanks for your super chat. Braids Cabal Ascendant. I'm sure no one wants to see this in real life, though. Braids... The Cabal. Ho ho ho! We've got a Braids that's a planeswalker now. She found her spark in the afterlife, I suppose. Okay, $1,000 for a 60 card set. I have been sort of offered that, like, more than once, not just from not even just from Dimitri, who also offered that, which I think is crazy. Step on me, mommy. All right, here comes mommy. This is Braid's Cabal Ascendant, a 4-mana, 4 loyalty planeswalker. +1. Each player sacrifices an artifact, creature, or a land. For each permanent sacrifice this way, create a tap treasure token. What the hell? This is already bad news for everybody. Is that even fair? We go straight to 5 loyalty. And you can sort of you have mana to defend her. That sounds so crazy. That first one. -2. Target opponent sacrifices a non-land permanent. If they can't, they lose 3 life and you draw a card. So target opponent sacrifices just 1 permanent, a non-land permanent. If they can't, well, they can. What are you implying, that they don't have anything on the battlefield anymore? Planeswalkers with flavor text, maybe their abilities if not long. Treasures are tapped, so they can't be used, right? Oh, you're right, actually. That was actually well, I don't know if it's well designed, but okay, it's a design. -7, you get an emblem with at the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices a permanent. Whenever a player sacrifices a permanent, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, that last ability is super cool. I think that's not so bad. This +1 seems so strong. I will admit though, okay, if the treasures are coming into play tapped, then it's like just a lot harder to defend her. But isn't this like super Liliana? Actually, it's super Liliana. Liliana only like it was a -2. Sacrifices an artifact, creature, or land. I guess the upside is you can sack a land. You can keep your creature on the battlefield and then wail on the braids. Am I crazy for thinking -2 could be a little stronger? Target opponent sacrifices a non-land permanent. Maybe. I like the other ability though. The +1 ability is miles better than the -2. Well, the -2 one forces you to sacrifice something that's not a land. So the whole thing with +1 is you can sacrifice a land. You keep the rest of your board intact. Whereas if your opponent, let's say, like, here's a common board state in Commander. Someone wiped the board and someone immediately replays their Commander. Well, now Braid sort of dissuades that, so that, like, if you just replay your Commander, if you have no other permanents, well, you're going to sacrifice it. Switch the cost of the +1 and -2. It's better. Okay, I mean, maybe. We have 76 mag. You also need to sack something. That's fine. Yeah, each player sacrifices something. Look, we're not playing a Braids deck to not be sacrificing things. That is already in the calculus. I did not improve a card. I did not improve the card. Chad improved the card. There's no bingo there. Nova Space Wolf. The +1 is just Braid's Arisen Nightmare, but as a Planeswalker ability, right? Yes. I guess so. Well, I can't say it's broken. I can't say it's broken. It's a... And remember, hey, Braids, we can suck up Braids now because Braids has been unbanned off of the ban list. Thanks so much for the submission. Back to the freebie section. We've got Open Rebellion. This is a 4-mana instant. Create a 2/2 red rebel creature token. It's got epic. Oh, and it's got Storm. That is just weird. Because you can't use the Storm afterwards. It's worthless. Epic. For the rest of the game, you can't cast spells. At the beginning of each of your upkeeps, copy the spell except for its epic ability. Oh, yeah, you can't cast spells, so what's the point of having Storm? So it's just empty the Warrens. It's just like one big, good empty the Warrens, and then never again, if I understand this correctly. Storm means epic triggers that many additional times. Oh, really? Are you kidding? This is like an emblem? For the rest of the game, you can't cast it. Is that how that interacts? That's nuts. Bingo, this card doesn't work. Each instance of the card cast the first time has epic. Oh, each instance of the card cast the first time. The epic keyword is epic fail. Bort this card to the rank. Wait, Judge. For the rest of the game, you can't cast spells. At the beginning of each of your upkeeps, copy the spell except for its epic cost. The rest of the game, you can't cast spells, but we get the ability. When you cast a spell, copy it for each spell cast before it this turn. Do we just get a bunch of epics? Powerfox says, I think it doesn't work. It would look at how many spells were cast before this, which is usually 0. No, but I think the idea is if you have like a million epic abilities, like that trigger every single turn, you don't care. So let's say the storm was 5. Storm count 5, and you have 5 epics. Each copy through the storm has, each copy through the storm has epics. Yeah, so I see what they mean. Storm is useful on the actual card being cast, and then you just infinitely get the epic triggers in the future. Of course, it's not going to count the storm, but you still get like extra epic copies. It's going to stack. The copies won't benefit from the storm, though. Well, yeah, but you don't care. The whole point is epic benefited from storm the first time. So it's like you are casting. Yeah, it's like an epic storm. Bingo alert card doesn't work. Oh, we don't know that. I think so. Okay, if you think that this card is supposed to storm off every time that we have epic at our upkeep, I don't think that's the way it's supposed to be looked at. I think the way it's supposed to be looked at is you cast it, it has storm, you get many copies of this, many copies of epic of this card, and again, you can't, for the rest of the game, you can't cast spells, and you're not casting spells. But at the beginning of each of your upkeeps, you get to copy the spell except for its epic ability. Storm counts 5 means you copy 6. Open rebellions. Oh, sorry, yeah. If the storm count is 5. I will make it legal. You get multiple upkeep triggers from the actual card storming off, basically. That's how I'm looking at it. Madra says, Nikachu, I'm mad. I try to show you another since 20 minutes and it refuses to show. Oh, the super chat? Is the super chat thing broken? Let me know if the super chat thing is broken. Well, I've got... Let's see. I'm just looking at my super chat history. Yeah, I don't see a second one if you've submitted a second one. Sometimes YouTube is jank like that. Noise Marrow, whether it works or not, the card is super cool and smart idea. All right, it works. It might even Zyber. Next up, we got Magostera. Hey Nikachu, hope you're well. Thanks for reviewing cards as always. One card here. Feast of Ley Lines. Is it going to eat up all the other ley lines? A less violent Blood Moon with an upside? What is that? Blood Moon is still a Blood Moon, though. Okay, we've got Feast of Ley Lines. What a weird name for a card. Sounds like you're going to eat up ley lines. Feast of Ley Lines is a 4-mana enchantment. When Feast of Ley Lines enters, each opponent chooses a basic land type. Non-basic lands they control become the land type they choose. All right, so they all get to choose their Blood Moon, if I understand this correctly. Lands you control have tapped, sacrifice this permanent, add 2 mana of any one color. Interesting. So your lands turn into crystal veins, sort of. Are you laying my line? Bingo discussing the rules. Oh, we did discuss the rules. That's true. That's a bingo. Big time rules discussion. That almost might as well be like a freebie for the custom card shows. What to say about this? Yeah, when it enters, each opponent chooses a basic land type. So this is only screwing over Wooburg players. I don't even know if it's going to screw over, like... This is I would say, arguably, this is a lot weaker than Blood Moon. Because Blood Moon, you're going to get red no matter what. And, like... So, like, let's say you were a red deck here. They would just choose red. And that's it. And then... So you always will just choose, like, one of the colors of your types so that you can at least play the game somewhat. And it only affects the non-basic lands, right? When Feast of Leyline enters, each opponent chooses... You know what's one thing I think you could have added to this and it wouldn't have made it that big of a difference? Or maybe this would have made a big difference, but it should have been done. And that is the ley line ability, where if you have this card in your opening hand, you can begin the game with it on the battlefield. Shuts off Glacial Chasm. It does. It shuts off all the non-basic lands. What do you guys think? This ley line, turn 0. Do you think that is too broken? Because the thing, if you're even a 2-color deck, I think you can still function if your non-basic lands are like somewhat shut off already. Fire. Though your opponent is actually running a lands matter deck, they're running enchantment removal for the Blood Moon anyway. Same thing with this. Little MX Doom says, I checked the rules. If you copy one of the epic spells that already exist, you get extra copies for each time you copy the original spell, so Storm would work. That's what we agreed on. The Storm would work. The lands become the basic type, so the lands they play afterwards won't be affected. Is that how that works? Each opponent chooses a basic land type. Non-basic lands they control become the land type they choose. Is this really time-stamped like that? I don't think so. The question is, does that break the last line? Oh, yeah, you're right. If we start the game with this, do lands that we control, sacking for 2. No, you know what? I think sacking for 2 mana will not break this card at all. I think sacking might, like, if I had to sacrifice 2 lands to get 4 mana, that would be. I think it's a bad idea. Look, it showed up, Madra. There it is. You got it. Okay, I'm gonna say this card's fair. I don't know how we could improve it. I don't think it's broken by any means. I think it's just a worse Blood Moon overall. It's a fair Blood Moon. It's a fair Blood Moon with upside for you. Next, we're gonna thank our other sponsor today, Mana Traders. My favorite place to play Magic is on Magic Online, where I get to play all the competitive formats to play test for the future. If you need to play test or you want to just play some jank Commander, they got all your favorite paper formats on Magic Online. And why would you want to buy the cards when you can rent them with Mana Traders and play old decks and basically anything you want? When you're done or bored with that deck, send it back for a new one. Use coupon code Nikachu_Z4M for 40% cash back on your 3rd month subscription. Back to our cards. No, it's just super chats from here on out. All super chats. We're starting with Elixir. I doubt I will make it live, so here's a dono prior. Oh, we have a dono. Have a good day, Coffee Crew. 2 cards. BUS 736. BUS 736. How many donos is this? Okay, we have 2 cards here though. Thanks so much for your thing, Elixir. Okay. So that was worth. This is worth 1 dono. Okay, Pain Magus is a red star 3 human wizard. Pain Magus's power is equal to the amount of damage dealt to it this turn. That is just bizarre. So we deal damage, and then it can deal damage, and then so they can never deal more than 3 damage. This honestly looks really weak. This is really weak. How do you make this bigger? You have to okay, this hurts you more than it hurts me. No, it doesn't. No, it's probably hurting equal because it cannot hurt somebody more. Give it indestructible and then drop Blasphemous Act. I guess that's yeah. Give it indestructible and then you have to slam it for a huge chunk of damage. Okay, so it's a build around card. So for maybe it's Zybers for somebody. Great into first strikes. Not really. So my big problem is it's not that big of a creature. It's tiny. It has 3 toughness, so yeah, you have to build around it. You have to give it indestructible, and then, I don't know, do a giant earthquake or a blasphemous act to get this thing going. I can already see indestructible builds with Dawnshire dealing 100 damage to this thing. Probably better in green or white with a much bigger butt. It's a 1-drop, though. Yeah, it's a 1-drop, you can't do anything with it. It's a zero. It's literally a 0/3 wall. Its power is equal to the amount of damage. And how does that work at the damage step? So I guess at the damage step, if I block with my 0/3, it's just going to deal 0 power. And then after it's dealt damage by, say, a 2-power creature, then it's what's it called? It becomes a 2/3, but it doesn't dealt 2 damage. Oh yeah, you got that $20. Okay, I got you. I got you, little MX Doom. I got you. We're not gonna forget about you. I actually should do you first because you're not on the super chat list for whatever random reason. Might even be fair at 4 toughness. Oh yeah, that probably, it probably would be fair. These days, a 1-mana 0/4 wall is not breaking the game by any means. It's a 2/3 after Pyroclasm. Okay, I will give it this. I think this card's creative. You know what? I think a testament to how good a card is when other people are like, hey, if I can use this card, then I can do this with that card. I love that. And everyone immediately recognized, hey, all we have to do is make this thing indestructible. Then we play the Blasphemous Act, and then we get in for the big damage. That is very cool. Okay, next up we have Wit Kit. The Wit Kit is a 3-mana equipment. Equipped creature has tap, exile this creature, draw 2 cards. Oh, so this is new Skull Clamp. Equip non-token creature for 0. Is that dangerous? Equip for nothing? Equip creature has tap, exile this creature, draw 2 cards. This now looks worse than Skull Clamp. Dying to know. Yeah, we did, chat. We broke again. We broke Nadu for the millionth time. Nadu is broken. I think you can put this in any deck. You can draw so many cards. Requires tap though. Who cares? Imagine like late in the game, you just draw a Wit Kit and then you play it and then you just start sacking your useless, crappy creatures. Now, I'll admit, it has to be non-token creatures. So, I mean, I don't know if I want to sacrifice my baby so easily. Broken with token decks? Oh, wait. Equip non-token creature. Yes, but it does specify no non-token. Now, now there are ways of cheating the equipment onto to a token because it says equip non-token creature, but you are allowed. There are some cards out there where if the equipment enters the battlefield, it will trigger, and then you can attach it to anything. So you can attach it to a token. A lot more work though to get online. Yeah, but it is explicitly not broken with token decks. Well, they're trying. We have Astral, the creature that gives equip knight 0. Sure, yeah. Use a creature that can be cast from exile. Yeah, that was a Squee. Squee the Immortal. It's more balanced than Skull Clamp. Well, Skull Clamp you had to build. Okay. You know what? Skull Clamp is just too easy to break with tokens. Most tokens are like 1 toughness creatures. Pure Steel Paladin. That's right. Pure Steel Paladin. Okay, maybe it's neat. You know what? Skull Clamp is not broken in Commander, and if it's not, then this probably isn't either. We got Wit Kit. Okay, next we've got a super chat from let's get Little MX Doom, who super chatted way early in the day. Not sure if I make this to the stream, so I'll send this in advance. Cards from my Five Nights at Freddy's. You have 2 donos as well. Old Man Consequences. And Haunting Takeover. I actually am an enjoyer of the Five Nights at Freddy's like lore YouTube videos. I was big into that, even though it didn't seem like anyone was going anywhere with those videos. Was it way earlier today or way late? I think it might have been way late yesterday, and it just didn't show up by today for some reason. Next, we have 2 mana for a 2/2 Spirit Avatar, Vigilance and Ward. Discard a card. Threshold for 1 mana, tap, return 2 cards at random from your graveyard to your hand. Activate only if there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard. What does this have to do with Five Nights at Freddy's? Or maybe this is, dude, to be honest, I have not I don't know the lore beyond like Five Nights at Freddy's 3. I have not been keeping up whatsoever. Is a raccoon in here? Is this a raccoon? I think it's a mouse, but I can't tell for sure. He's from the FNAF world. Character from FNAF world and Ultimate Custom Night. Damn. Yeah, I haven't gotten that deep yet. So okay, well, I mean, what can I say about this card? The card is fine. The card not broken by any stretch of the imagination. We're just returning 2 cards at random from our I mean, it's good value. So we do have first step first. We do need threshold, so we need 7 cards in the graveyard. And when we got 7 cards in our graveyard, we can return 2 cards at random back to our hand. It's got, it's got a lot of Tasigur vibes. Super Tasigur vibes. And Tasigur was like, has, I wouldn't say it's the same ability, but it's an ability of getting cards from your graveyard back to your hand. That's a nice ward for a grizzly bear. I don't think it's too strong since the creature isn't threatening. No, it's literally a grizzly bear. Cool card. Next up. Okay, now these are some characters I recognize. We got some Haunting Takeover, 3-mana sorcery. As an additional cost to cast this spell, exile a creature card from your graveyard. Gain control of target creature or artifact with mana value X or less, where X is the mana value of the exiled card. This is cool. Although, how hard is this? Exile a creature card from our graveyard. Oh, okay. So then, gain control of target creature or artifact with mana value X or less, where X is the mana. This card might be. Is this card just broken? It's basically like I think it's a stronger mind control. Although, if mind control is for, you have the ability to take an artifact or a creature with this. It's permanent control, by the way, which is fine. I mean, it's very mind control like. We have a lot of cards like that. You guys are fine with it? Okay, if you guys are fine with this, then I'm fine with it. We're making it needs setup. How much setup does it need? You know how easy it is to like surveil cards into your graveyard these days? It's like meaningless. You have to jump through a few hoops for it. What world do you guys live in? I live in a world where people are stalking their graveyard every damn turn. Fetch land, surveil, put giant creature in graveyard. Most permanent control cards are permanents you can remove with this sorcery. Yeah, most. Surefire Cells. I evoke my Mole Drifter to draw 2 cards, then cast Haunting Takeover to control your One Ring. That's oh yeah, look at that. You can put evoke creatures in the graveyard. All the evokes. You can put Subtlety, Grief. There's a lot of different evoke cards that you can put and then suddenly steal something else. Urtigau, don't think this is broken, just pretty good. You would need something expensive in your graveyard to be able to steal anything. Yeah, I'm now realizing you guys don't live in the same world that I do. This would be absolutely busted. I think this would be super busted in a one-on-one format. 60-card format, this is arguably broken. It's just, there is no creature stealing this strong for 3 mana. It just doesn't exist. And I mean, opponent can't run, can't opponent just run Graveyard Hate? You can't interact with this. You don't know it's coming. It's very hard to defend against that. I mean, you could defend. I mean, yeah, it's hard. It's hard. I'll just say it's hard. See, Bryce is in the same world as me. The card is gross. Schrodinger's graveyard card option. It's easy to put stuff in the graveyard. You can run Graveyard Hate. It's unplayable. Here's the difference. You know, it's Graveyard Hate versus, say, a reanimation spell is good because you can, in response to the reanimation spell, you 2-for-1 your opponent. You don't know someone has Haunting Takeover in hand. So, like, anytime they put a creature in the graveyard, then you're incentivized to, like, immediately surgical extract it without your opponent making a move on it. Because you don't know if they're going for a reanimate or they're going for Haunting Takeover. This would be so good in a reanimator deck. Okay, you guys think it's great? Fine. I think this card, it would be one of the strongest sorceries ever in a 60-card format. Okay, we got to remember there's 2 donos come from Little MX Doom at the end of today's show. Next, we got Jigra with the Breach Dragon and the Night King. The Breach Dragon? Is that like Underworld Breach on a dragon or something? Even if I get Soul Ring, that's great. Yeah, that's true. Bingo, the fleshes have been reached. Wrong bingo card, though. Breach Dragon, 6 mana for a 7/6. Flying and trample. It's got Dragon Fear. Creatures with power less than this creature's power can't block. That is a great ability. That is such a good idea. You know what? That is flavor. Like, why? If you're up against a dragon bigger than you, you should be leaking out of your pants. So there should be no blocking this thing. Then we got Dragon Fire. If this creature is unblocked, you may have it assigned its combat damage to up to 3 different target creatures defending player controls. Oh my god, that could be super broken. Okay, Dragon Player. It doesn't have haste, though, so you do get a turn. So basically, it is an attack and also not exactly an Anger of the Gods, though. Draconic here for the Breach Dragon. I love Breach Dragon. Your avatar looks almost identical to the card. Practice is like, I'm always leaking out of my pants. You gotta be more brave in the game, then. Reminds me, Fire says, reminds me of Frightening Presence from D&D. Oh, the dragon people are coming out here. I really like this. Lil MX Doom says, my FNAF set is not a standard or modern legal set. Yeah, I can tell. Where's Purple Guy? Or did you do Purple Guy already? Well, I guess you did Springtrap already. Or I don't know. I can't remember if it was you or somebody else. Okay, I don't know if this thing's broken or not broken, but I really like both the abilities are very flavorful. If Dragon Fire actually is too powerful, then probably the mana cost just has to go up, but I really like the idea. Big dragon can't be blocked. Deal with it. Not to mention the Dragon Fire, hold on. The Dragon Fire is not necessarily broken. It's up to 3 different target creatures. So if your opponent just has like 4 toughness creatures, then actually it just doesn't do anything. Yeah, this is a huge flavor win. I think that is a big flavor win for a dragon. Where's the flavor? We have a flavor thing, don't we? Flavor win, there it is. Next, we've got the Night King, whatever that is. This is a 8 mana 7/8 zombie White Walker. Oh, so it's a zombie. I thought zombie and like walker is the same thing. Like, what's the difference? And in this case, it's White Walker. It's to me, it sounds like shiitake mushroom, whereas shiitake just means mushroom. So we're just saying the same thing twice. This is zombie. From Game of Thrones. Love that show. Never seen it. I've heard of it. It's a Game of Thrones reference. Oh my god, it's a White Walker zombie. Did they ever mention that? Did they ever call it a White Walker zombie? I bet they didn't. They just called them White Walkers. Indestructible, protection from red. Whenever this creature blocks or becomes blocked by a creature, gain control of that creature for as long as you control the Night King, and that creature becomes a zombie in addition to its other types. That is a flavor. That was a massive flavor win. Probably all zombies should be like that. That should be... Why hasn't Wizards done that? Made like a new tier of zombie that turns out... Like, how did the zombie become a zombie? It bit somebody else. It dealt damage. And like, that should be exactly what happens too. Flavor fail, not white. White Walkers are ice zombies from Game of Thrones. The Walkers are zombies in Walking Dead. White Walkers are GOT zombies. Flavor win. So some people say it's flavor win, it's a flavor fail. Exhaust, 2 mana. One of them being snow. Deal damage equal to this creature's power to target attacking creature with flying. These zombies could throw projectiles? What is going on here? It's kind of surprising zombies don't steal creatures. I know! Like, and how is it that, you know, I've played this game for like 30 years. How is it now, like right now, we're realizing that? Like, the zombies don't turn other creatures into zombies? Like, what? I guess it was just a thing, like, they had zombies at the beginning of the game, and they just never made that mechanic. Like, we've had zombies since beta. And so if they didn't steal other creatures back then, why would they do it now? A lot of zombies just eat the brains. Yeah, but then they still become a zombie afterwards. They're a brainless zombie. Hence why they're zombies. Corbinick says, honestly, I kind of wish Zombify turned creatures into a zombie in addition to their other types, like the Night King. Banger card. These are banger cards. Actually, why is this indestructible? I just realized, why is this indestructible? I can understand the protection from red, but what was this thing immortal? That now all of a sudden that doesn't make any sense to me. As far as I know, every zombie is destructible. I mean, you might have to dismember the crap out of it, but the damn draw says, I don't think most zombies are from infection. They get flesh stitched or raised by magic and MTG. Oh, okay. Because most MTG zombies aren't disease virus based. Most MTG zombies are just magically reanimated corpses from skeletons. Ah. Bacon Catbuck says White Walkers can only be killed by dragon glass. Oh. He's immortal. The Night King was a little bit. Oh, he was very, very special. The Night King. All right, next we've got Fire. Hey Nikachu, hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be playing with time, are we? As always, thanks for reviewing my custom cards and having them on the show. You're welcome. And with that $15, looks like we have one super chat for somebody. So we're playing with time. First card was inspired by Yu-Gi-Oh's Neko Main King. Like what, a cat king? The second card was just made because I love Obeka. Okay, we got the Thief of... This is the Thief of Time. This guy will waste all your time all day. 3 mana for a 2/3 elf rogue. Creature can't be blocked. When this creature dies, if it's not your turn, end the turn. Oh, that is pretty cool. We've got like time stop on a creature at the so we can end the turn if we sack this thing at any moment. Oh wait, bingo 5+ card types. No, we gave flavor win for that one. You only get one bingo per card. We oh wait a minute, no. We gave flavor win for the dragon. Okay, yeah, you're right. We gave flavor win for the dragon. Okay, that's fine. That's fair. 5 card types. True story. Yeah, we gave the flavor win to the dragon. This is neat. I think this is just interesting design. So you can let any what this says is you can counter any spell, you can counter any triggered or activated ability. You can not die if the game says you're gonna die at end of turn. And you have it on top of a creature. And for the most part, the card, I mean, the creature itself is a nothing. It's like a 3 mana 2/3. Okay, it can't be blocked, big deal. Very cool Dimir creature. And also pretty neat in black because it's the sacrifice color. You just have Viserys here and you can just end the opponent's turn on their upkeep. Oh, that is so rude. Yeah, that's right. Beginning of upkeep, your stuff triggers? No, they don't. Well, it can trigger, but they won't resolve. But it's 3 mana that you can sack to an outlet anytime. But the real question is, can you bring it back from the graveyard? Can you loop this thing? That would be a very frustrating way to lose the game. Some jerk looping this Thief of Time. Very cool card. Okay, so this next card is an Obeka card. Obeka joins up for 5 mana. It's a legendary enchantment. When Obeka joins up enters, if you cast it, take an extra turn after this one. What? Each legendary creature you control has untap. The player whose turn it is may end the turn. Activate only once each turn. Okay, everyone, I don't know Obeka very well. And when I mean I don't know Obeka very well, I don't know what she does at all. So someone's got to let me know if this card's broken. I leave it up to chat if this card is fair or not. We immediately have one broken. Hey, we got votes actually now. So this is Obeka joins up. Here, hold on. We can vote on this. Obeka joins up. I love we have we got a voting feature now here. Broken fair. Okay, there it is. Obeka joins up. Is this broken or not? If enough of you vote 2, it's gonna pass. If enough of you vote broken, to the rank with this thing. Bottom line is basically what Obeka does, except it's a tap ability. Each legendary creature you control has untap. Players who turn it is may end the turn. So what, you can do this repeatedly. It's still repeatable if you can flicker the legendary. What's the mana cost again? 5 mana in Grixis colors. I don't like how this depicts her breaking a mirror, but actually supports Kiki Jiki. The card is a little zoomed in, and I can't see the mana cost. No, yeah, it's a little zoomed in. It's 5 mana. So you have, okay, so it's a 5 mana Time Walk with upside. 5 mana is not an infinite amount of mana for a Time Walk. This Rakdos is like, the second half is just too much for me. Just bounce it back to your hand. You could do that too. Surefire sells. So 3-4 card combo with Enchanting Evening and Airbending in some way. Monk, Gyatso, and Shuko. Well, 4 card combos are fine with me. Toilet Duck says, I think basically any untapped cost ability can go infinite somehow. Somehow. We gotta prove it. Bacon Catbug says, this plus Llanowar Elves plus Helix Pinnacle is an insta-win. All right, broken it is. To the rank with Obeka joins up. A little too strong, apparently. It's just a little too strong. But you can always try again. Okay, next up, we've got. Where am I? What am I doing here? Oh, this was okay. Oh yeah, and then you have a donation, so we're gonna keep that. Next is Rakdos. Here's for the 7-hour stream. Yeah, apparently. Here's my addition to the show's length. Homura's Rewind and the Fury God. Homura's Rewind. Oh, it's an animated. I love my animated cards. Hedgeman started something very special around here. Whoa! Whoa! She just disappeared out of nowhere. This 3 mana sorcery. It's got Storm. Untap up to 1 target land. Interesting. Plot for a blue. You may pay blue and exile this card from your hand. Cast it as a sorcery on a later turn without paying its mana cost. Plot only as a sorcery. How does it plot? Okay, so we pay a blue. How would you guys use this card? Bingo anime card. That's an anime card. You weebs love your anime cards. We have an anime card. Which also there's a lot of spots on this bingo card that all should be like free spots. No, yeah, of course nobody misses the anime card. Not a single one of you. This is dangerous in blue, not gonna lie. Okay, so question is, how would you break it? Like, what would you do with it? Use it for more mana when storming off? Oh yeah, I guess it's just like another storm card. It's just a ritual for a storm card, but it'll make a lot of mana. Plot usually is equal to the mana cost. Yeah. So we just plot. Well, no, we get it for free, right? Draconic says, I think the idea is that you plot it, then on a later turn you cast a bunch of spells, then cast this to untap your lands. And you can target multiple lands at the same time. Untap up to 1 target land. Oh no, sorry. Untap up to 1 target land. Oh yeah, but you get Storm. Noise Mirror. High Tide at home has some cool uses aside from High Tide because of the plot. I think it's just another High Tide, and High Tide is a strong card, but not supremely broken. Don't ask the Pauper players about that because it got unbanned and it got rebanned, so it didn't come back. It creates miserable games. But if you don't think High Tide is broken, then I don't think Homura's Rewind is any different. I think it is fine. Plotting means you can cast it for free on a later turn, which doubles down. With High Tide, you get a double return on the mana to keep storming off. Okay, the next card from Rakdos is the Fury of God. Sounds like a strong card. Loading video. The Fury God is not a very expensive god. 2 mana for a sorcery. Also with Storm. You love your Storm. Target player sacrifices a creature. If they can't, they lose 3 life. Plot for 3 mana. So is this like a makeshift Hail of Torment? It's just Hail of Torment, right? We just have like a more awkward Hail of Torment for the most part. And Hail of Torment, this is probably more fair than Hail of Torment, because Hail of Torment, you can just have like a bunch of mana and just sink it and then kill somebody with it, right? Yeah, I think this is a more fair Hail of Torment. Edict plus, wow. Yes, it's a super edict. Maybe the most frustrating way to play against this card is if someone plays just a bunch of mana rocks, like artifact. Okay, the Fury of God. But then it's like sort of like just a regular board wipe, which would be okay anyway. This is broken at 2 mana. It needs to be 4 at least. Well, it's going to be 4, right? Because it has Storm. Otherwise it's just a 2 mana edict. So it's when you chain multiple spells on the same turn, which are probably going to cost mana, that this card gets better. Sounds like Tendrils of Agony to you? Yeah, it's similar, except that you can counter the tendrils with sacking creatures. That's the difference. I think this card is great. I think the design is great, actually. This is how Storm should work. All the Storm cards are like, they're too strong. They do too. I think they do too many broken things. I think this is much more reasonable. And let's say this was Grape Shot anyway. Okay, actually, we should think about this for a second. What if this was played in an actual Storm deck? How does this change the math? Is it just oh, I didn't think about that. What if Storm just replaced Grape Shot with this card? Because you're not going to have infinite creatures on the battlefield. And they only, instead of storming to 20, they may only have to storm to 15, which makes winning the game easier. And they can easily cast this because they play cards like Manamorphose and they could easily just splash like a black in their mana base, and it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Did I lose chat? I don't see anybody in chat. Chat might be lagging right now. Better replace Tendrils with this? Probably. Okay, this actually, I think this is a very fair edict. It might be a slightly more broken card, a slightly more broken version than Grape Shot. Maybe. For now, I will give it a pass. Is there even a token deck in Legacy? Storm, if you count Empty the Warrens. I killed the chat. Okay, chat. Yeah, chat woke up now. What is it? 10:13? Was there a big piece of news that hit the world? Okay, next up, we got Kano. Thanks so much for your super chat, Kano. We got Cyclops Mobile Base and Cyclops 2, the Abyssal Folly. You're making a Cyclops deck? Cyclops Mobile. Cyclops. Do I have to put the comma in here? Is it that sensitive? Mobile Base. Okay, found it. And we got both cards. We have the mobile. Is this like as a? Is this a reference to that sea thing, the submersible that imploded near the Titanic? Cyclops 2, the Abyssal Folly. 1 year. I think the anniversary has hit, hasn't it? Since that happened. Okay, we've got what was that called though? I can't remember. Okay, Cyclops, the Mobile Base, a 4 mana 5/10. Subnautica. Oh, this is something else? Oh, it's from Subnautica. Okay. Ocean. Yeah, I was thinking of Ocean Gate. Whenever I see these things, I think of Ocean Gate, where they were driving their submersible with an Xbox controller. Okay, we got Cyclops Mobile Base, 4 mana 5/10 vehicle. Why is it so strong? I guess it's like it must be super powerful. It must have missiles or something. Oh, but as defender? As long as Cyclops is crewed, you may cast spells this turn as though they had flash. Whenever you cast a spell, create a food token. Crew 1. As someone who has never played this game, all these words look the absolute most random. I don't know why a 5'10 has defender. I don't know why an underwater vessel has 5'10. Like, I don't see it having any defense, period. Second, I have no idea why, if it were crewed, all of a sudden my spells have flash. I don't know why it's making food. That's even more bizarre. It survives the pressure of the deep sea. It is very deep. It's a Titan sub. Really big. Worse, they were using a Logitech controller. Yeah, they were. Cyclops 2 is based on Ocean Gate. It's the Titan's original name. Okay. No, yeah, no island. I don't know. It should have really island. These cards should have island home. Like, what? Is this going to fight on land? It's zero shot, right? It's the end game vessel of the game. It is a flavor win. Okay, I don't think any of those things are broken, so. Okay. I'm giving it a pass. It's a bizarre card to me, though. As someone who doesn't play this game, this card doesn't make any sense. Like, it looks like a giant flavor fail. It tanks attacks from Leviathans. Oh, I guess it's a perspective thing. They got to put like they should put like a sperm whale in the image. And it's like really small, so I get some sort of sense of scale. I mean, the submarine, Steve Cooper says, I mean, the submarine doesn't suddenly blow up if you put it on land. Well, but it doesn't attack very well either. Subnautica stream when? No, very doubtful. That is definitely not going to happen. You know what? I hate underwater levels. I hated the water temple from The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Not a huge fan of any like water levels from Mario, from Donkey Kong. Everything is just slow and awkward. Wow, you guys seem to be a huge Subnautica 1 fans. Big fans down here. Cyclops 2, the Abyssal Folly. A black 10-5? What? It was never that. Oh yeah, we do have Ocean Gate over here. It was never a 10-5. It should have been like a 0-1 because it was pathetically weak. Like, remember, it couldn't stand the pressure to anything. The fact that it went down to see the Titanic 20 times before it imploded was actually just pure luck. Okay, Trample and Island Walk. Why is this thing so powerful? This is a flavor fail. Sacrifice 5 treasures. Until end of turn, you may tap creatures opponents control to crew Cyclops 2 as though you control them. At the beginning of each end step or when Cyclops 2 dies, if it was a creature, exile it, and each creature that crewed it. At the beginning of each end step or when Cyclops 2 dies, if it was a creature, exile it, and each creature that crewed it this turn. Okay, that's sort of a flavor win. To be fair, it did a lot of damage to its occupants. It did a lot of damage. It could stand pressure, but for a limited time. They passed that time limit a few dives before the implosion event. Well, yeah, if I remember correctly, like the guy says fiberglass, or sorry, carbon fiber. Something like that. It's like that's the way it should be designed. Why isn't anyone making these things out of carbon fiber? Well, because it's a weak material. It wasn't meant for underwater travel. Corbinic's like, I don't like Subnautica either, Nikachu. Oh, there we go. I've never seen the game, to be honest, so I don't know how cool or bad it is. They also use plexiglass on the windows. They're trying to do things for cheap, and they paid with their lives. RIP to everybody on Ocean Gate. Okay, well, I have nothing against this card. Both these cards are just weird, though. The first ability from a gameplay perspective may as well just say tap all your opponent's creatures. You don't need to tap just power 5 to crew a vehicle. You can overcrew. Oh, that's true, actually. Beginning of each end step or when Cyclops 2 dies. Until end of turn, you may tap creatures opponents control to crew Cyclops 2 as though you control them. Yeah, you could overcrew everything. Subnautica is a pretty game, so like you get to see a lot of fish. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind being underwater when I'm watching an IMAX movie. I mean, that's pretty cool. Because people want their subs to be permanent, not temporary vehicles. You can just tap all their you could tap all their creatures. But you have to sacrifice 5 treasures. If you don't, you gotta pay the price, all right? I can't remember what it cost to I don't remember what it cost to be on Ocean Gate. It was a lot of money though. Confirm, Nikachu, there are fish in the underwater game. There better be fish. Then you can exile them because they all crew them. Yeah, so if you're basically exchanging treasures. But shouldn't this thing also die? Speaking of each end step, or when Cyclops 2 dies. If it was a creature. Oh, yeah, okay. Cyclops 2 has to die. Everything has to go to the dumpster. It costs their life. Well, it also costs $250,000 and their lives. I could never. I get seasick too easily. Playing 60-card Magic outside is greater than playing video games inside. That's a take. To be fair, coffin costs money too. Yeah, I know. They're taking money. And now they were $250,000 less for that coffin, which would have been empty because unfortunately they imploded instantaneously. I saw these... I saw the 3D videos showing like what happened to their bodies. There's like people inside, and the ship like crumpled up into like a little ball, and then it went kaboom. And apparently it was instantaneous. Does seasickness occur underwater? Probably. I would not doubt it. Okay, very interesting discussion points around here. Next, we got Nova the Space Wolf. Don't be fooled, this is $10. Big Tentacle Mama. Her name is pronounced Il-O-E, Truth Bearer. Okay, hold on, let's look up Truth Bearer. Let's look up where's the tentacle? I don't see any tentacles here. Or is it in the hair? Here's New Mommy, for anyone that loves mommies. Okay, let's start off with the Truth Bearer. Hold on, you gave me... It's pronounced Il-O-E. Okay, Il-O-E. We have Truth Bearer Il-O-E. This is a 4-mana, 2/6 human cleric warrior. These are a lot of words, though. Holy moly. Do we have wallet text? So we do have wordy card. That is definitely the wordy card of the day. Or sorry, the wordy card so far. Wordy card so far. Step on me, mom. Bacon Catbug is a big mommy fan. That's not how you pronounce her name. It's Loa Lo. It doesn't look like it. Iloe. I don't even know that many words. Yeah, wall attack is definitely a wall attack. This is not. None of this is happening. I'm Il-O-E. I'm just gonna go with Nova the Space Wolf. Nova the Space Wolf donated the card, so I will pronounce her name however Nova the Space Wolf wants me to pronounce her name. Whenever Il-O-E attacks, amass tentacles 1. Then Il-O-E gets +X+0, where X is equal to the power of the greatest power among tentacle army creature tokens you control until end of turn. Okay, a lot of this text, fortunately, is just reminder text. Whenever Il-O-E or a tentacle army creature token you control deals combat damage, put that many truth counters on Il-O-E. At the end of any phase on your turn, if Il-O-E has 15 or more truth counters, remove all counters from Il-O-E, then transform her. We all know that Nova Space Wolf is a huge fan of the transforming cards, and now we have the Il-O-E, the Kraken Priestess? She's a priestess, not a princess. Whenever you would amass tentacles, amass that many +1. We love our tentacles around here. Could change one of the spaces to Nikachu mispronounced card. Like how Draconic said. How did Draconic do it? Il-Owie, like ouch. Oh, Il-Owie. 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 Well, you know what? I could have actually pronounced that exactly as reading it here, but I was completely pulled off guard. Okay, it's Il-Owie. Whenever Il-Owie attacks, amass tentacles 1. Remove all damage from the tentacle army creature tokens with the greatest power among creatures you control. Then until end of turn, Il-Owie gets +X+Y. Oh my god, we're getting more confusing here. Where X is equal to the power of the greatest power among tentacle army creature tokens you control, and Y is equal to the greatest toughness among tentacle army creatures tokens you control. Well, to be honest, this probably is not that confusing of the card. The card is basically saying you're making tentacles, and these tentacle armies just influence the power and toughness of other cards on the battlefield. This card is partner? Why? Why does Alawi have partner? Everyone knows who Alawi is except me. Where the hell is this from? Oh, Riot Games? Is this a champion from League of Legends? I don't remember her from Arcane. She wasn't in Arcane. The Netflix series. Bingo alert, learn grammar, power of the greatest power. The power of the greatest power, everyone. Don't underestimate the power of the greatest power around here. What's with the tentacle thing, though? Was that... Did she make squiddies or something? I hate fighting this character so much. It's because in Runeterra, every deck is allowed 2 champions, so I assume they are all part... Oh, it's a Runeterra adaptation. Which is League of Legends, isn't it? They just adapted League of Legends into a card game. Which is funny because they made another card game. So what, Riot has now like 2 card games, one digital, one not? She's a Kraken princess. You can't really tell that from here. She just looks like a random princess. And she's so swole. She's so strong for I would say an for an underwater princess in my opinion. Dang, we missed the TCG bingo. Too bad. The other TCG was taken up. Sorry, the other bingo slot was taken up. She spawns semi-sentient tentacles on the map and uses them to fight. This would have been a good... This would have been Flavor Win for the bingo card. Unfortunately, Flavor Win has also been taken already. All the legendary creatures from Legends of Runeterra have partner because in Legend of Runeterra, because you could combine up to 6 different legendary creatures, so the partner is there to allow you to splash. She's so strong, she can hold a lot of words on her card. Yeah, apparently. She is a priestess. She worships a Kraken god. Oh. And is rewarded with the tentacles. Riftbound, I did play the Vex control deck, and it took me almost an hour to complete from confusion. Okay, I mean, the card, it's just a big attacking card. Put tentacle armies on the battlefield, you have extra bodies, and these bodies influence the power of Ilawi. And so on. So I mean, it's just a big combat creature that can flip, that has partner as well. She just really likes Tinder. Don't judge. Bingo other now only 1 bingo. You only get 1 bingo per card, and the learn grammar one was taken. We just have to wait for the next card that adapts from another TCG. League has 173 characters? Oh my god! They're milking those characters. That game goes so deep. Okay, next up, we've got Noise Marrow with Crucible of War and Assiduous Spirit and a dono for chat. We have so many donos for chat today. Hear that, Pedgeman? You're definitely gonna get a bingo today, or you're gonna Crucible of War. You're definitely gonna get a dono at somewhere at the end. We have a lot of donos today. Forge in Fire is a red X instant. Cast this spell only before attackers are declared. That's fair. All creatures get +X, -X until end of turn. Oh! This could be big on offense, could be super big on defense. Buff up all your creatures before you go in for a big smash. Also remove all your opponents like... This card looks... This card honestly doesn't look like a red card. It looks like a black card. Noise Mirror. That's almost enough characters to make the Legends for 1 MTG set. Corbinick says, Nikachu didn't even follow his own rules. Alawi got wordy card and... Oh, you're right, actually. Yeah, we're removing 1. No, only 1. 1 per card. Look, and then some people wanted a 3rd one. Too many cards. Too many. I'm removing 1 of them. Could just make this a sorcery. You could. Corbinick, don't snitch. Yeah, we took away one. It's not that I didn't follow my own rules. The card was so long. I thought I was it felt like I read that. I thought I put that bingo many cards before. Make it Rakdos and ship it. That could make some sense. There's a few cards like Pyroclastic Flow that do this in red. Do they? Pyroclastic Flow. I want proof that this card exists somewhere else. What's it called? Pyroclastic? What if I just put the word flow? Okay, it looks like Scryfall's having a heart attack on me all of a sudden. All of a sudden. Search for Flowstone? Or search Flowstone? And suddenly my Discord access to Nikachu's gets revoked by the mod. The mods there. I think Kano has the right card. Oh, is it called Flowstone? I think he meant Pyroclasm effect. Yeah, I know. It's like it's not working. Oh, yeah, it's timeout. Okay, looks like Scryfall's having a little bit of a timeout, which is good because we're on custom card. It's a custom card show today. I don't actually need the thing. How did you do that? Okay, we have Forge and Fire. Okay, Forge and Fire. I don't know if this is broken or not. I'm going to assume it's not. You would have to play this in a deck with a bunch of chunky creatures. Probably is really good in a red-green deck where you play with those chunky creatures. So you have creatures that are going to survive this, and you can nuke all your opponent's stuff. I think it's very, very cool. Great idea. Assiduous Spirit. Oh, you know what? There is one downside. I didn't think about this card. A control deck might want to play this as like an instant speed board wipe, but is that big of a deal? 4 mana to Plague Wind the 2 toughness creatures? Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. Too much X? No, I think there's just enough X's. This is not too much X, that's for sure. Okay, but maybe it's still fine at like 4 mana, 5 mana, big deal. Okay, we have a 6 mana 4/4 spirit with battle cry called Assiduous Spirit. Whenever this creature enters or attacks, create 2 1/1 white soldier creature tokens. If it's your declare attacker step, those tokens entered tapped and attacking. Okay, and also has Undying. That is, do blue and white cards have Undying? This is fine. 2 red also for control is higher relative cost. Well, it depends on what kind of control deck you're playing. If you're playing blue, if you're playing it, honestly, mana is so free these days. It like just doesn't matter unless you're forced to play with basics. Blue does have Undying. I thought this was like almost a strictly black ability. Blue has Undying on some cards. All right, this is fair. This is like a very commander precon deck sort of card. You've got your big 6 mana 4/4 that makes a bunch of soldiers upon entering or attacking, and then it's hard to kill it. And when you kill it, it comes back and makes more tokens. Should be a zombie if it's Undying. In this case, it's a spirit, which makes some sense to me, because if you killed the real person, then it comes back as a spirit. Or I don't know. Actually, that's a good point. Why is the spirit dying and coming back as a spirit? Why does it get 1 extra life, and then when it dies, it's gone permanently? What's Battle Cry? It's an ability that triggers, or maybe I don't understand what Battle Cry is. Or maybe it's the thing where when you attack, you get like +1/+0 for each attacking creature or something like that. Battle Cry. Mechanic. MTG. but I don't remember. Valkyrie is a triggered creature mechanic. Yes, it gives each other attacking creature +1/+0 until end of turn. It's each other. So we're buffing our tokens. Yeah, attacking creatures get each other. Not our Assidious Spirit. As a reminder, there's a wolf with Undying. That's true. That's true. The green wolf for 1 mana. Oh, yeah, we have a wolf over here too. We got wolves everywhere. Okay, I have no commentary. This is the most real Magic the Gathering card we've seen all day. The most real. I think making it a white-blue zombie would be cool. I went with the spirit at first because it's a very white-blue creature type. It's very true. Next up, we have... Who's at the $10 slot? We've got 4 Paths of Life with none other than Channeling Sins 3. Channeling Sins 3. Whoa! What's with all the words here? This is actually literally worse than the Ilaoi. What is dead may never die. Okay, we have Channel of Emulation, Envy. 8 mana for a legendary enchantment. All creatures have Changeling. Any counter that is put on a non-token permanent is also put on each token permanent you control with the same name. What the hell is going on here? Then we have Trace. We have an enchantment with the tap ability. Cast a copy of target instant or sorcery in the graveyard. Personify for 2 mana. Target creature you control becomes a copy of another target creature you don't control. We have Duplicate for 1 mana. Remove a Mimic counter from any permanent. Create a token copy of target creature, planeswalker, or artifact you don't control. Bloodline, Echo, Eye Stack, Fetch, Hack, Imposter, Incarnation, Keyword, Mannequin, Mask, Suspect, and Takeover counters are Mimic counters. I think this whole card is a complete meme.
No, God, please, no!
Fails layers, 0 out of 1,000. Yeah, it's a tap enchantment. It's giant wall attacks, tap enchantment. Feels like it just does a bunch of stuff for no reason. Wordy is one of those bingo slots where a bigger, badder candidate comes along after a while, yeah? It does so well, then descends into nonsense at the end. Well, yeah, it went into nonsense right after reading Changeling. All creatures have Changeling, and then it just completely fell apart. What is that first ability? Card feels either AI or Google Translate. It has that sort of vibe. Yeah, it definitely has some sort of like AI vibe. Toilet deck, bingo alert. Card doesn't work. Put the same counter on multiple permanents. Also, Changeling doesn't work that way. What do you mean? All creatures have Changeling? I'm just going to trust you on that one. Card doesn't work. No, the enchantment tapping isn't my problem. Nothing confers Changeling, just has all creature types because layers are a pain and a half. All right, you know what? You could probably send this to the rank for 5 different reasons. To the rank with Channel of Emulation. It's just doing way too much. Way too much. Even at 8 mana. And in the end, it may not even make sense. Okay, Channel of Inhibition, Sloth. Also 8 mana for a legendary enchantment. All creatures have Wither. Non-creature spells and abilities you don't control cost 2 more to cast or activate. That sounds like a pain to play against. Fatigue. Whenever a creature attacks or blocks, or whenever one of its abilities activate or trigger, it is exerted? Interesting. So you attack, block, and then you got to take a timeout. It also has Apathy. For 1 mana, tap cards and spells lose and can't gain haste, flash, and split second until your next upkeep. Does that count it if it's in your hand? This feels like an alchemy card all of a sudden that can account for things like that. Yeah, that's a pretty good point. 10 Yushing. It's like could be a saga for each effect, 1 at a time. I say it meets can't get rid of this card. Well, it's not like it has... Well, it doesn't have hexproof or indestructible or anything like that. Well, I understand. Again, this is too much. This is like 4 different cards. They're all too much in themselves. We also have... well, hold on. We're not done yet. We also have Idle for 1 mana. Replace each counter on target permanent with a slow counter of your choice. Burden, Cage, Delay, Depletion, Despair, Fade, Ice, Isolation, Net, Paralyzation? Is a Paralyzation counter out there? Pause, Petrification, Pin, Rust, Slumber, Strife, Stun, and Trap counters are slow counters. Not how haste works. Cards and spells lose and can't gain haste. No, it just... What do you mean it's not how haste works? Rose is like, there's a new keyword. Whoops, we got a new keyword. It's the slow counters. New custom keyword. We get Rose Kitty Ooze looking out for the stuff that matters over here. In this wall of nonsense, there's something. Creatures have haste. Then they lose it. Cards and spells lose and can't gain. Oh, there's a difference between gain and have. So how would you get rid of it? Yeah, cards and spells don't have hate. That's right. I forgot. There is a big difference between have and gain. Creature needs Creature Lord and too much X. This card has no X on it. Cards and spells lose haste. No, I see. Okay, gotcha. Double disqualification. These cards are obscene. They're obscene. They're absolutely nuts. Beyond crazy. Thanks for the submission, though. Rose Kitty Uwu. We got Marriage of Convenience and Mock Stardust. Marriage of Convenience. This is a real magic card. Or this is a real magic card art. Eggs. Okay, for 3 mana. The Marriage of Convenience. Exile target non-white creature. You gain life equal to its toughness. And this is an instant? Exile target non-white creature. You gain life equal to its toughness. Unlike the opponent that gained life from Source to Plowshares. This is an interesting card. How many cards out there gain you like exile the card and then you gain the life? How many do that? I want to say 0. Absolute 0. And then we have Marriage can end the harshest of wars, and it can offer the best protections. Says King Darian of Keldor. So sounds like King Darian has had a lot of marriages. Probably has a really good lawyer, really good divorce lawyer. The card is Exile. Did I miss that or something? Exile target non-white creature. You gain life equal to its toughness. 3 mana Exile. We already have 1 mana Exile in the form of Swords to Plowshares. This is just... It's not a strictly better card. You pay a lot more mana for it, but it's a good card. This is overpowered, you think? 3 mana removal sucks. I would really hope that I get a benefit off of exiling something. Noise Marrow says there's a Modern Horizons power creep of Hero's Downfall that gains the caster life. Oh, is there? Okay, so if that's true, then this is like nothing. No exile gives you life. Well, this one is. Correction! There is one exile that gives life, but not to you. To the opponent who lost their creature. Yeah, there is Aang's Iceberg that hits everything. Bacon Cat Bug. At 3 mana, it's unplayable, so it's fine. Just splash it with blue. Oh, this will definitely be splashed with blue. There's no doubt about that. I actually think this probably is pretty strong. I imagine a control deck would love this card because you are simultaneously killing creatures, but also like buying yourself some time in the form of life gain. But I don't think it's broken. I don't think it's broken. I don't think. It could be. There's a card called Exile, and it gives you life. Are we back, Scryfall? No. Why are you dying? What's wrong with you, Scryfall? What, you tired? Everyone looking up Marvel cards right now? Yeah, I think everyone's looking up Marvel cards or something. Richard says it's completely playable. I just summoned the monster until you get 3 mana. Jeff says, finally something I can do with my opponent's Wall of Ba Sing Se. Does it have... Oh yeah, it's toughness. Yeah, I thought this was close to some old card. No, there's nothing even close to this. I don't want to open up Gather, although you're right. No, we're still timed out. God damn it, Scryfall. Marriage of Convenience. Conveniently good. I think it's doable. I think it's a very doable card. Rose Kitty also with Mox Stardust. How is this not going to be broken? Mox Stardust. Not great customs, but ones I had made. No, I think the first card was... I thought the first card Zybered. I don't know about this one. We'll find out. 3 mana. All right, already a bad Mox. Legendary artifact. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. It's got Warp for 0. You may cast this card from your hand for its Warp cost. Exile this permanent at the beginning of the next end step. Then you may cast it from exile on a later turn. So it's turn 2 Mox? Oh god, that could be broken. Am I understanding this correctly? You may cast this card from your hand for its Warp cost. Exile this permanent at the beginning of the next end... Exile this permanent at the beginning of the next end step. I don't know how Warp works. Lotus I don't know. Is it a Lotus Petal? It looks like it's just a Mox. If I understand Warp, I don't know how this works though. Big Kappa, Warp for 0 on turn 0, then play it for 3. Oh, 3 mana. Oh, that's how it works. Okay. Oh, so it's... Oh, okay. I get... Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Okay. Warp is like a cheap way of playing a card. So this is literally... Yeah, so it's like Lotus Petal. You get the mana, and then it's going to disappear. Then later we can play for 3 mana. It's not like Plot. Yeah, Warp is... Yeah, I forgot what Warp did. Which is funny because I play against there's quite a few Warp cards I play against. It's better than Mox. No, it's better than Lotus Petal because it's a Lotus Petal that you can get back one day. Lotus Petal for 1 mana. So yeah, it's basically free Lotus Petal on a mana rock. All right, this card's Zybers. I don't know if we need to power creep Lotus Petal, but here it is. If we need to, if we need to power creep Lotus Petal. We're power creeping Lotus Petal. All right, next we got Bacon Cat Bug with the Brother Santodes, whatever the hell that means. The gold mana symbol is shorthand for hybrid. That's fine. Okay, Brother Santodes. So what kind of hybrid is it supposed to be? Wooburg as per the reminder text. Oh, so it's like, what? It's a Wooburg hybrid? It's gold mana. Any mana is good for that. Wait, I got Lotus Petal mixed up with like just Lotus. Oh no, those are not quite the same things. There's no such thing as too good for a Mox or Lotus. What are you talking about? There is such things as too good. Okay, what do we have? We have 5/5 Custodes Dreadnought. And the gold can be paid with any color of mana, apparently. So, hold on. If it can be paid with any color of mana, doesn't that just mean it's generic mana? Or are you literally just singling out colorless mana? Like, that seems so narrow. And so, it honestly is somewhat specific. Read the reminder text. Gold can be paid with 1 mana of any color because gold is the best color. This card is all colors. Yeah, can't use color. So it's basically you can't use colorless mana, which is just bizarre. So you're literally singling out wastes and just generic mana in general. Brother Santodes enters with a shield counter on him. As long as Brother Santodes has a shield counter on him, other non-legendary creatures you control have hexproof. Holy cow! Whenever another non-legendary creature you control becomes the target of a spell or ability you don't control, put a shield counter on Brother Santoles? What the hell is this card? Okay, do we have the can't get? It's been a while actually since we hit the can't get rid of this card bingo spot. You just can't get rid of this damn thing. Whenever another non-legendary creature becomes the target of a spell or ability we don't control, we get a brother sent. But then that just makes it like, what the hell? So basically, you have to. There's no point targeting anything else. The only thing you can do is attack the brother Santodes. You have to get rid of the shield counter, and then you have to kill him, because if you get rid of the shield counter and then target something else, it will like Brother Santodes triggers, gets the shield counter, then gives that other creature hexproof, which would fizzle the spell. You can just exile it. That's okay. That's fair. Another W for farewell. You can still XX for sack or exile. Okay, there's a lot of ways of beating this card, but this is a wild card. You can get it's got a lot of protection. It's also protecting everything else on the board. Funny enough. I'll say it's legal. I'll say it's legal. I hope I don't regret it. The gold mana symbol is as cool idea for color identity in Commander. Seems almost redundant. Well, if they remove the hexproof somehow. What's the color identity? Colorless? It's all colors. The card says over here. This card is all colors. Also not in a dreadnought, despite being a dreadnought. Yeah, it's a little bit weird. Welcome, Mudasir. You get an extra shield counter. Well, you can't target everything else, so you can never get 2 shield counters. Dies to nowhere to run. It's fair. All right, it survives a board. Does it survive a board wipe? I thought the whole point of a shield counter is if it's destroyed, you just remove the shield counter. I thought that was the whole point of a shield counter. If it's target, okay, maybe I misunderstand what a shield counter does. What does a shield counter do? I thought it's like if it's targeted or destroyed, you remove the shield counter. It protects a permanent from 1 instance or destruction or damage. 1 instance. Yeah, it will protect from destruction. So he survives the wipe. So you gotta wipe his butt real hard. Any board wipe that says destroy gets negated by a shield counter. If it would be die or be damaged, remove 1 counter instead. See, it's hard to get. You can't get rid of this card. It's hard. It's hard to get rid of this damn thing. All right, next up, we've got Surefire Selves with Samurai of the North Star. Samurai of the North. I know it's pushed, but it took a good amount of time to make, and it's for the reference. Prepared Spell is a real card. Okay, okay. You think it's a push card, huh? This is a 3 mana, 1/3. You saying this is push? This looks like crap already. First strike. Tap. This creature deals 1 damage to target creature you don't control. No big deal. It's just a flesh wound. Whenever this creature deals damage to a creature, becomes prepared. How is this pushed? Okay, you are already dead for a black. Instant. Destroy target creature that was dealt damage this turn. Draw a card. Interesting. So the point is deal 1 damage, then for a mana, blow up the creature, and then draw a card off of it. Surefire Selves is like, Ome wa mo shinderu. Ome wa mo shinderu. I was told if you want to speak Japanese properly with the accent, you have to sound like you're trying to lift a house. Ume wa mo shinderu. And you'll sound like a native Japanese speaker. Destroy a creature for 1 mana and draw a card. You do have to tap. You have to tap. The thing has to resolve. You could destroy that creature actually in response. You could kill that. You could kill this creature, and this creature dies to anything, like literally anything. He does prepare himself. Does not have haste though. Repeatable spot removal and card draw. I think there's a good chunk of ways of like playing around this. Dies to Doomblade. Yeah, it dies to Doomblade. Unplayable. It's a sad card. Summoning sickness. Yeah, it's summoning sickness. So I think it's fine. Basically, 4 mana removal. Well, it's not exactly like that. It's like 4 mana removal for the first card, though. For some reason, that made me think, okay, an actor in an old age 60s kaiju film. In some kind of Mardu control and standard, it would probably see play. I mean, you know what? Like, maybe in one-on-one, this card is broken. Like, because if you don't have removal, okay, you know what? Okay, in a commander game, this probably is fine. In a 60 card game, it's probably cringe as hell. Like, it probably is broken. I mean, you can return him to your hand, I guess, and then like buff him or something. I don't know. Toilet Duck says, fun thing to do, create token copies of this, which you can get away with since it's not legendary. Oh yeah. And then they have haste, and then you activate them, and then they are prepared. Firefox says, my original comment was that the draw was too much, but without it, it's fine. Yeah, probably the card is too much with the draw. Because it's sort of like super... It's like Super Royal Assassin. Is it fast enough in 60 card formats? I think in a Jund-like deck where you're playing with a lot of removal, and like let's say you just wipe your opponent has nothing on board, and you slam Samurai of the North Star. Your opponent just can't play creatures now until they get rid of Samurai of the North Star. Some decks are light on removal. Some decks are heavy on removal, so this card isn't going to look special. Some decks are super light on removal, and this will just be like, it will be super suck to play against. I think the prepared instant should be more mana, then it can be balanced. You probably just have to remove the card draw thing. Okay, fine in Commander. Miserable to play against in 60 card formats. Super miserable. We've got a new $10 super chat here from the Razgriz. Thanks so much. With Nanali the Ichi Dame. Let's take a look at these cards. You just posted them. We got super pixelated anime cat girl called Nanali the Ichi Dame for 4 mana. It's a 2/3 cat human warrior from the NTE set. Reach, vigilance, and haste. Whenever Nanali attacks, she gets double strike until end of turn. Whenever Nanali attacks. What? She has 2 attack triggers? Whenever Nanali attacks, if you control another attacking creature that doesn't share a color with it, she deals 1 damage to each opponent. You know what confuses me? There's 2 attack triggers. Usually, don't they just blend them both together usually? Or is there any other creature out there that has like 2 separate attack triggers? This is a Neverness to Everness character. Is that the name of the game? Never heard of it. I'm not weeb enough for all the rest of you. Nanali best girl. I thought about her too when I saw this name. You'd need 2 different... Yeah, you'd need 2... That is true. You need 2 different stifles, so you can't stifle just one of them. One of them is going to get through. This comes out immediately. And attacks immediately, actually. Why does she have reach? I mean, I guess cats can jump pretty high. Look, in general, cats do not have reach. So attack, she gets double strike, which makes her effectively a 4-power creature. If you control another attacking creature that doesn't share a color with her, she deals 1 damage to each opponent. Though, honestly, all these abilities are fine. There's nothing wrong with these. Oh, she walks on the walls. She's like a spider. She can run up walls. You guys know your Nanalies, I guess. She might as well be Spider. Does it do 3 damage if you control a blue and black? I think, okay, if you control another attacking creature that doesn't share a color with her, I think it's just assuming if you just have 1. Or any attacking creature. Generic Boros Commander. The cat boss. Alright, this is a doable card. Actually, nothing broken about this card whatsoever. Noise Miro says anything with an attack trigger and a keyword like battle cry would have multiple attack triggers. So it's definitely doable, but it might read cleaner if they were one trigger. But as the designer said, as Razgriz said, you're gonna need 2 stifles for this thing. You got 1 stifle? That's not enough. You gotta bring on more stifles over here. Pull more stifles out of your pocket. Now there's a second card. We got 0. Who names their child like a number? This is 6 mana for a 4/3 human samurai. Commander Ninjutsu, which is broken. We already know that's a very, very broken ability. Flash, first strike, vigilance. Oh my, isn't that contradictory? Why do we need flash with ninjutsu at the same time? Eclipse, whenever this creature enters, until end of turn, if any permanent would add white or colorless, it adds double black instead. Containment, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, exile target non-land permanent defending player controls, then each player draws a card and loses 1 life. That's actually a fun card. So it does have the ability to remove permanents, but hey, guess what? You're going to get a little something out of it. You're going to lose a little life, but you're going to draw a card, so you can't complain too much. Didn't Elon Musk name his kid a number? I don't know. I know that I know someone named somebody a number on Seinfeld. Hector Zeroni, that's who? Oh, is that so? 0 is just like the short form. That's the MC and NTE. I don't know any of these acronyms. It's all word soup to me. To maximize ambush potential, of course. So, I mean, the Commander Ninjutsu is broken. But the rest of this is not. Like, if you want flash, first strike, and if I understand correctly, Commander Ninjutsu will first let this creature enter in play as a, what's it called? Tapped. It'll be tapped immediately. Oh, it's the main character in Neverness to Everness. That's a hell of a title. The Eclipse ability works on lands too. If 0 enters on my turn and I don't play black, I basically can't cast spells that turn. Huh? Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, exile target non-land permanent defending player controls, then each player draws. I have no idea how you're reading this. Okay, Blue Bomber says, that is broken. Commander Ninjutsu gets over commander tax every time. Yeah, it does. It does get over commander tax. What are you saying sorry for, a little dead fly? You have nothing to apologize for. Razgriz giving us some insight. The flash is you paying the full premium cost for defense. Yes, that is correct. So if you want, so I found them contradictory because you want to get out cheap, right? Well, you get out cheap if you're playing Commander Ninjutsu, but that's not a flash ability. You literally have to pull your attacking creature that wasn't blocked out of combat. So if you want to play the flash, then you gotta pay full retail. All right, you're gonna pay Walmart prices for this thing. Dr. DCA, someone at the Japanese restaurant near me has the same name as the kid in Seinfeld. Wasn't it 7? Dracon says, wait, I missed the white and colorless part. And if you play this on somebody else's turn, like, well, I mean, I guess you could, oh, I see. Whenever this creature enters until end of turn, if any permanent would add white or colorless, it adds double black instead. It only affects white. Or color, it could help your opponent actually. If you want to buff out, if you want to help ramp up your opponents, and they have a bunch of colorless mana. You like what does Soul Ring add quadruple black? Play this on their turn. That was wild. I think it's a cool card, even though it has Commander Ninjutsu. Don't be afraid of the Commander Ninjutsu. Be afraid of everything else. Moving on, we are moving on to Will Anderson with Console Lamentum Ritual, whatever the hell that means. Console Lamentum. That's all I need to look up. What do we got here? Okay, it's white mana. 1 white. For an instant. What the hell is this? Add 10, was it 9? 9 white mana to your mana pool. This mana can't be spent to pay generic mana costs. Fiat Lux? It's broke! It's danger big time! What is even the point of this thing? Just basically gave me $5 to disqualify it. It's an AI card? This is not, I don't even think an AI would come up with this thing. Goes to Thomas Jenkins. As a white player, do you know what? Why don't we print this thing anyway? Nope, too strong. Oh, really? White Devotion go Burr? If it, you know what? Now that would be a card. Like, add white equal to your devotion to white. That would be interesting. White needs some help. White isn't even a ritual color. It's not even a color of rituals. Get Phyrexian Vindicator and Anti-Venom out on the same turn with this. No, you know what you could also do with this? Put a bunch of stacks cards on the battlefield almost instantaneously. Toilet Duck, fun thing to do. Float white, then cast the previous card with white, with black, then cast this. Oh my god. Yeah, so like whenever you get white, you get black. So we get 18 black mana. I mean, no Storm deck uses white, so it's balanced. Any Prism mana card can filter the mana into anything. Well, understands like you can only use white. You can only use to pay white. That's fine. Yeah, Phyrexian Venom. Phyrexian Venom go Burr. So I guess the idea, yeah, the balanced part is you can't use it on generic mana cost. I don't think that's a very balanced card. I don't think that's balanced at all. Oh, I see, but I can't put a bunch of stacks cards out because most stacks cards use generic mana cost. Noise Marrow says, mono white needs the ability to drop 9 mana worth of spells on turn 1. Yeah, old white card. There is a lot of there's a lot of decks out there, like especially the white weenie decks where you get it's just all white mana symbols, like for 1 white, 2 white, 3 white, and put them all on the battlefield. Imagine building a deck around that. Yeah, I cast 9 Savannah Lions on turn 1 and other such types of cards like that. It's interesting. It's very interesting to think about. It's very interesting to think about. You know, maybe a slightly more reasonable card is just quadruple white. So you can cast something like Phyrexian Vindicator and they like make your opponent deal with it. That would probably be fair. 9 is a little much. 9 is a little too much. Too muchies. Little too muchies. Okay, now moving on. We got the Damn Jaws with Slithering Madness. Thanks for your super chat, the Damn Draws. We got 6 mana for a 5/5 Snake Horror. Whenever a non-token creature permanent, and it's got to be a permanent. Why would it not be a permanent if it was a creature? Whenever a non-token creature permanent you control enters, each opponent discards a card. Then you may discard a card. Hellbent. Creatures you control cannot be blocked and gain double strike as long as you have no cards in hand. We finally broke. We're not done yet. Okay, I need more music. It's gonna go on for a little while longer. We got quite the show going here. I need more music. We got more super chats. We got more freebies, and probably the bingo cards are gonna start paying out soon. I don't know if it danger. Like you have to get your you got to get the life total low enough. Okay, I think this is enough music. I don't think we're gonna go over this. Is the ending music an early... Oh, that's a good question. No, it is not. We did this. Nope, we don't have that. Does not exist. But there is something that does exist that's going to trigger in about 1 minute. in 1 minute. Not too quickly. Okay, what life total? Hellbent is have no cards in hand. That's correct. So if you have no cards in hand, this thing has double strike. Which I don't think is crazy, to be honest. Also have madness. You can also madness this thing onto the battlefield. I think it also has a very expensive madness cost. Probably madness probably could be a little bit cheaper. Oh, it's on the AI bingo card. Ah. Gillum, no card in hand. In red, how will we manage? Super easy to do. Well, that's the point, right? Red or black. I don't. Why is that? Why does it have to say non-token creature permanent? Because all creatures are permanents. Like it cannot enter the battlefield and not be a permanent, right? Nikachu, all creatures get double strike, not just that. No, that's fair. That's fine. That's fine. Like, what's your board? You know, if you want, like, for example, if you want a one with nothing yourself, you're not going to have a whole lot of cards on the battlefield. Creatures control can't be blocked. That's also what you got. What do you guys think this is so crazy for? Just kill this thing if it's such a big problem. I think that was left over from a previous revision. Maybe. Bingo alert. Learn grammar. Non-token creature permanent. What? That's not a grammar problem. But I do think it's a redundant. I think it's redundant to be said. Can't be blocked and double strike only if you're hellbent. Bounce something into their hand. Then it can be blocked. Double strike and unblockable. Am I missing something? Like, what am I missing? You guys think that you guys are just acting like this thing is broken? It's not even legendary. My removal got discarded. Yeah, they have nothing in hand. Like, if you're hellbent, you are completely at the whim of your opponent. Whenever a non-token creature or opponent you control enters, each opponent discards a card. Then you may discard a card. Okay, now we're at 2. Yeah, we're at 2 hours. New creature type, temporary creature. What is this? Snake horror? No, these are all legal cards. Doesn't die to Doomblade. Completely broken. Also, grammar is incorrectly spelled on the bingo card. I think that's the point. That's like that's the joke. Look, I didn't make these bingo cards just in case it actually was a mistake, but I just assumed that was like that was like an inside joke. Draconic says, I think it's fine. You need an empty hand for it. Says the dragon player that doesn't want to be blocked by stuff. Maybe the discard ability should only once each turn, but apart from that, looks fine. Remember, a non-token creature permanent you control enters. Each opponent discards a card. I think this looks okay. Like, honestly, when this thing enters the battlefield, there's, like, not much left for you to play, in my opinion. The first ability is what worries me, since it's repeatable. But the... I think this card is expensive. I think it's going to be the top end of your curve. It is, like, the last thing that you're going to play. And if it is the last thing that you're going to play, probably your opponent has mostly played the cards from their hand. This is going to be... This is the type of card that is just going to force people to play off the top of their deck. Always thought the bingo cards was your idea. Who created it? I don't remember how this came. No, I believe I might have invented the first one. I don't remember, actually. We've been doing the bingo cards for so long, but I certainly wasn't in charge of the bingo cards very quickly. Like, I let the community basically make the bingo cards, and I was totally fine with it. I think I said, hey, let's make a bingo card, and someone said, hey, that's a great idea, and they made one. What if it's lands or animated artifact? Huh? Whenever a non-token creature permanent you control enters. Yeah, well, I mean, it has to be a creature. It has to enter as a creature. It's going to be real. Feels bad when the Hellbent player full swing and it just gets swords. Look, big blowout potential. Big. There are so many cards that we went over today that is an answer to Slithering Madness. I think this card's fine. I understand people don't like the idea of getting one-shot killed by this, and it's gonna happen. And hey, look, game's got to end somehow. But it's I wouldn't say it's the most vulnerable creature in the world. I don't think it's the most broken creature in the world. How many Ornithopters do we have in our deck? One Ornithopter, one Meb Knight. Not many other 0 mana cards. I think it's a cool card. I think it's very, very cool. Surf ourselves, the Whir of Machinery. Big time whirring around here. Whir. Whir of Machinery is a 4-mana enchantment. When this enchantment enters and at the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card, then exiles a card from their hand face down with a lava counter on it. What is this? Floor is lava? For red, sacrifice this enchantment. Turn all cards in exile with lava counters on them face up. This enchantment deals X damage to each creature and each player, where X is the total mana value of those cards. Then put those cards into their owner's graveyard. Okay, so cards are being set aside to blast people for damage later. So when it enters, and at the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card, then exiles a card from their hand face down. So they get to decide how much damage is being dealt. Then when I sack it, turn all cards in exile with lava counters on them face up. This enchantment deals X damage to each creature and each player, where X is the total mana value of those cards. Seems excessive. Yeah, someone's gonna like this is a lot of damage even after a few turns, especially in Commander. So basically, so essentially, 3 players at the table have this giant incentive to just put lands down because they know this Whir of Machinery has so much, it can deal an obscene amount of damage. Bryce says, people keep thinking the busted cards are fine and the non-busted cards are broken today. That's the fun of evaluating custom Magic the Gathering cards. Mudasir says that's fun. You never know how much damage anyone will take. Oh no, it's going to be a bazillion damage. It's probably going to be like a super outrageous bazillion amount of damage. This is a game ender. This game could end real fast. And at the beginning of my upkeep, so ETB and upkeep, I might have already put like a huge chunk of damage on the board. This enchantment deals X damage to each creature and each player, where X is the total mana value. What if I'm playing with a bunch of Eldrazi's? Eldrazi's, a bunch of Scion of Dracos, other Dracos, bunch of dragons, like the like super expensive dragons. This could be 5 mana, deal 10 plus damage to all creatures, all players. Oh, way more than that. Way more. And also consider this. Commander players don't put enough lands in their deck. They don't want to exile lands with this. They're going to be putting something of like probably a high mana value. Ends games, thumbs up. Yeah, maybe. This could, okay, I'll give it a pass. This could be an unfun broken card though. You know what? Game gotta end eventually, so I would print it just because. Also consider this repercussion. I'll press the big red button represented by 1 red for flavor. That red button doesn't even cost a whole lot. This with a damage doubling effect would be funny. Red gotta deal a bunch of damage somehow. Oh, I should also consider, okay, where does this card go in 1-on-1? Is this just like an easy win? 4 mana. Okay, I think this card would probably be jank in 1-on-1. It's sort of acting like a sneak attack. Sort of acting like sneak. It's basically sneak attack actually. It's like maybe even a better sneak attack. Should randomly pick 1 card to set the damage, and then it would be fair. This card, cause draws. Yeah, they do get to draw a card. You don't even have to activate it. Just sitting on the board, it's going to warp games single-handedly. Tournament Magic hates this. It's probably fine for tournament. I can't tell if it's better or worse than Sneak Attack, because Sneak Attack, you put cards like Atraxa into play and you draw a bunch of cards, get a bunch of value. Same thing with Grizzlebrand. This card doesn't let you do that. So if you're low on resources, this is a very bad combo card. Next up, we got Majra. Majra's coming in for the comeback. Aren't you, Majra? Witch, Tech, Firewall, Dragon. Okay, let's see if this card it danger. The first card super at danger. But maybe not super at danger, but it danger. Witch Tech, Firewall, Dragon is a 9 mana artifact creature, which also is a dragon. It's a 4/4 of all things. Affinity for artifact. Okay, how easy is this? Okay, so there honestly is not that much different for most affinity cards. It's got Flying and Trample. When this creature enters, you may sacrifice up to 4 non-token artifacts you control. It deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of targets, where X is the total mana value of the sacrificed artifacts. Oh my god, I would hate playing against this card. It's basically it's basically like a, you know, a pretty. I think the card is going to be fine. I would just hate playing against it. So in exchange for sacking your board, and thank God it's non-token artifacts, in exchange for mostly sacrificing your board, you can put your opponent way behind and ideally yourself way ahead. Among any number of targets where X... Oh, you could actually blast the opponent too. That also works too. Where's the X from? Deals X damage, where X is the total mana value of the sack. Okay, mana value of the sacked artifacts. Scryfall down. It's down for everybody. This plus more affinity cards. I don't think it's going to one-shot KO. I mean, like it could in theory, but affinity. Honestly, in affinity decks, they're very low on mana value cards, so you're usually sacking like 1 mana, 0 mana cards. Actually, that's a really good point. A super good point. You can sacrifice 0 mana cards, but it doesn't do anything. Fling the Kappa Cannoneer. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, that's a good point. Mirror and oh, it's a very good point. So you got Kappa Can. You have other affinity cards that you can sacrifice to this card. Well, the thing is to enable. So in affinity decks, usually, if you're building them properly, like you can't fill a deck full of like Witch Techs and Kappa Cannoneers and Mirror Enforcers, because then you never get anything out. You, by default, need to fill most of the deck with cheap stuff and then cast those 7 mana cards. But you know what? Thought Monitor is a good one, because you can play Thought Monitor, draw more cards, which help you find more Witch Tech Firewall Dragons. Krang is also a new. I think the cards that draw cards have good synergy with this. Because something like Kappa Cannoneer, usually you're all in on Kappa Cannoneer. You play all your artifacts, you play Kappa Cannoneer, that's it. That's your game, and you hope to win with that. Whereas if you want to build a deck with Witch Tech, you're going to need to be playing the payoff cards that draw more cards to play more of this stuff. You play this to end the game, and I'm fine with that. We have a lot of end the game cards. This can easily kill on turn 3 with that. Honestly, I'm already dying on turn 3 versus affinity. So, like, what? I don't know how this is any different from dying any other way. Frankly, I'd prefer this over Kappa Cannoneer. I swear to God, I hate Kappa Cannoneer. I can't kill that thing. It's almost impossible. It's kind of a win more when you are already winning card. Exactly. So we just really put them out of their misery. The Sojourner! We also have Sojourners. Yeah, this is just Fireball for affinity. It's Ibers. You redeemed yourself, Majra. The damn draws. Mind Flayer of Oblivion. Oh, these are 2 different words. Ew! It's like that squid guy from Pirates of the Caribbean. It dies to Doomblade, though. Sort of. Noise Marrow says the old affinity build from Mirrodin was OP because of the black creatures that let the deck kill over the top, so I think this recreates that problem. No, that was only broken in Standard. Beyond Standard, that card is worthless. Okay, Mind Flayer of Oblivion is a 8 mana 5/5 horror. It's got Stupefy. It's so stupidly good. Discarding cards can help cast this spell. Oh! Each card discarded while casting the spell pays for 1 or more mana of that discarded card's color. How did they not think about this? How is it we don't have a mechanic like this? Like we have so many cards already that automatically dump cards into your graveyard. So I don't see how this would be a problem. Hellbent. Oh, we have another Hellbent card. Opponents cannot draw cards outside their draw step, and their maximum hand size becomes 1 as long as you have no cards in hand. Well, if I can't get more cards into my hand, then what does it matter? Madra's super happy. You're at a super low. We disqualified that damn Sigil card. And then you found made a good affinity card. Because better than free discard is broken. You know, I think there's a lot of cards that dump your hand already. I don't really find it a big deal. You can't even like discard everything immediately for this card on turn 1 anyhow. This is like a turn 3 card maybe. Like turn 1, if I draw for the turn, play Swamp, I have 7 cards in my hand. Oh yeah, I actually could play this turn 1. Yeah, on the draw I can play this. Well, you can just discard all your cards to cast this. Yeah, that's fine. You have a... Oh, it has Ward 3. Do you know what? Ward 3 broken. Do you know what? I take it back. I take it back. If you can get rid of Ward 3, fair. Ward 3, no, hell no. This would break 60 card format so hard. I would easily just go all in on this damn thing. Take a draw, dump my whole hand to play a 5/5 that you can't kill for like how many turns? Yeah, you can't kill it. Or no, I'm on the draw. Maybe you can. Maybe you can by turn 4. Or maybe turn 3 if you have Solitude. The Hellbent effect makes your wheel effects one-sided like how Hull Breacher, Notion Thief, and Narset do. Oh, that could be a problem too, yeah. Doesn't die to Doomblade. Does broken. They discard their hand. They discard their hand too? Oh yeah! Okay, this is just so broken. Yeah, I forgot. Like, so if we play this turn 1 on the draw, then our opponent's maximum hand size goes to nothing. This is terrible design. This is getting worse the more I'm reading over it again and again. I like the idea of Stupefy, but these abilities are just stupid with it. Yeah, ban it. Send it to the rank instantaneously.
No, God, please, no.
Okay, good talk, chat. Good talk. Jack Solaris. A dono for chat. Okay, we have a lot of donos. We've got, we have a lot of donos. Okay, first donos from Little MX Doom. Thanks so much for your dono, Jack Solaris. We'll give it to... Okay, now it's dono time. It's dono time. It's dono time. We have a lot of donos. How many? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from Little MX Doom. Okay, Arethusa with the first one. Compliments of Little MX Doom. The fall of the Imperator. The fall of the Imperator. Ooh, that's an anime card if I've ever seen one. 2-mana sorcery. Target opponent sacrifices a legendary creature of their choice. If they can't, target opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creatures that opponent controls. That is a sick card. I like that card a lot. Hey, I just got back. Can I still get my card, or is it only it's only donos now? Oh, wait, you want to donate? You can donate at any time. We'll get around to it. No, it's not dono. You can definitely skip the line. This is I love this art. This art is amazing. From Hoyoverse. This art is insane. What are they holding? Oh, are they holding the queen from a chess set? I think they are. Oh, this just added like even more points for me. I'm a chess master, so I really like this. Where is this from? What is the origin story? People once cheered for my ascension, and now they cheer for my fall. No matter what, I am fond of applause. Any reason this should be a sorcery over an instant? It's a strong edict effect. I originally wanted to make it 1 black, but without the if they can't effect. This is a great idea. So if we actually need more edicts to deal with like the big thing on the battlefield. I'm talking to you, Kappa Cannoneer. I'm talking actually specifically to you. So we need more ways of killing Kappa Cannoneer, but we are giving people the option to sacrifice something small if it's a legend. This is just 2 mana, your commander dies. No, if they've got... That's fine. It's fine. More ways of killing a commander. Would be too good as an instant. I think you could probably make it... I don't think it's that big of a deal, even as an instant. Like, edicts are bad. Like, edicts in general, they're not that good. This one becomes better because we're forcing our opponent to sacrifice the biggest thing on the block, which makes it good. Was there a bingo for new custom keywords? Stupefy? Yeah, we got new custom keyword done. Oh man, we're all over on this bingo card. We're all over the place, but nothing. We're not even close to 1 bingo. That's wild. Not a single bingo. Edicts for all of the Universes Beyond Legends set. I can see it in the next Universes Beyond set. This is Ceridra from Honkai Star Rail. I'm going to look this up. Ceridra. Cool. Does she play chess? She's got the chess piece in her hand. It's symbolic. It means something. Oh, in her picture, she's on a chess set or something. Oh, this is so cool. I'm gonna look this character up later. Dono for chat. Oh yeah, we got Dono for chat now. We're on our donos. We're on the dono binge. We're Dono for chat. Oh no, now we're at too much. We need a too much X card. Does mine count as 5 words in the name? Yeah, absolutely. Do we have that here? 5 words in name. That it does count. Of is a word. Okay, now we're cooking. We're cooking with fire. In 2-player Magic, it's closer to targeted removal than it is being an edict. Yeah, for the most part. I love it. It's a cool card. I'm a fan. Okay, we have I just want to get through Lil MX Doom's other dono. Gillum. I'll get to you, Gillum. But Lil MX Doom's dono is off outside of the chat and history. I'm gonna go give a dono to Christopher B. Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of the... A lot of shadows of the stuff. Not the end, the 7th. You want the 7th. 1 by 1. 2 per month. We'll get through your entire series of this stuff. Okay, the 7th. This is a 9-mana, 9/7 giant fish. Where's the fish? Oh, I guess this thing in Bobber in the background here is a fish. It's got Island Walk, as it should. Whenever a creature you control attacks and isn't blocked, Hydrus the eel deals 1 damage to any target. Pay 1, discard a colorless giant or land card. Hydrus gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Pay 1, discard a colorless giant or land card. Well, you can get... Okay, you can... It's a very expensive cost. I mean, 1 mana is nothing. So you get... Okay, so it's just a hard-to-kill card. You have to, like... It's like discarding Eldrazi's to protect your Eldrazi's. Whenever a creature you control attacks and isn't blocked, Hydra deals 1 damage. It's funny, it's 1 damage. A whole 1 damage from this 9/7 creature. I mean, it passes. This is very doable. Not blue, boo. You were hoping it was blue. 9 mana, ouchie. 9 mana is not that much if you're building around it. Hey, you just need 3 Tron lands, a Soul Ring, and you're good to go. Could be played in a Reanimator commander deck. I don't know if this would be as good in Reanimator because I mean, maybe it would. Maybe it'd be okay. To be fair, Eldrazi aren't giants. That's the funny thing. They're more giant than giants, but aren't actually called giants. Exile this to red mana enchantment earlier so we can deal damage. No, I can't discard the Dryad Arbor. It's unplayable. Oh, yeah, because it's green? That's weird. Anything is good in Reanimator. This is probably one of the crappier Reanimator cards, to be fair. All right. Hydrus the Eel. Pretty cool card. Okay, next we got Gillum. It's not too late for you, Gillum. It's not too late at all. Desperate Blast. Simple design. Desperate Blast. I like the simple designs. Simple design. I'm surprised that it hasn't been done yet. So simple, it just works. It's a 3-mana instant. There's something weird about this templating. Something just feels off. Like it's a digital card? Is it like a pixel art or something? It's by Mark Tedden. Was it for like Chandelar or something? Okay, exile target attacking creature. We have millions of those. Fateful Hour. As long as you have 5 or less life, exile each attacking creature instead. Oh, very, very clever card. I think it's a good idea. So if you're like really close to dying, you end up killing off everything that they have. Honestly, it's like another variation of What's that 4-mana instant? Exile all the attacking creatures, and they can look for basic lands for each creature that got attacked. The name's on the tip of my tongue, but I don't know. Kind of expensive. 3 mana? 3 mana, wipe your board? In theory. Settle the Wreckage, yeah. So it's basically a second Settle a Wreckage effect. Like, if I were playing against this card, and my opponent has 5 or less life, I would suddenly attack with a lot less creatures, because I don't want to get desperately blasted off the face of the earth. So I think it's pretty neat. And the advantage of this card over, say, Settle the Wreckage is you can just play it as an instant for 3 mana. So it's like sort of a crappy removal spell, or has the upside of being an amazing card. Yeah, I like this card. This is a great idea. Second Settle the Wreckage. Triple A wants a you may eat a dono, courtesy of Elixir. Thank you very much for the dono, Elixir. Actually, the person should be thanking is Triple A. Jinoga? What is this? Jinoga, Lord of Lightning. We got Lightning Lord. This is a 6-mana 5/5 Wyvern Wolf. Okay, I didn't think this was going to end up being a wolf. Haste and first strike. At the beginning of your upkeep, you get an amount of energy equal to Jinoga's power. I can't know. Is it Yinoga or Jinoga? Pay energy. Yinoga gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Activate only during combat. At the beginning of your upkeep. Okay, so the first turn it comes into play, we don't get so much energy. It's a scary wolf. Fateful Hour is cool. It's too bad they pretty much haven't done anything with it. Oh, they did a little bit of stuff with it. They just have to bring... Maybe it's something they're scared to bring back. That's a lot of energy. Now, what makes this card fair... Yeah, 6 mana... Hey, 6 mana 10/10 in 2026? I mean, that's like nothing. It's like no big deal at all. New bingo creature type. The Wyvern? We got the Wyvern. That sounds completely made up. Do we not have new creature type? Oh, we don't. Oh, look at that. We got more bingos, chat. We got a new bingo. There we go. So that means we're going to look at another dono. Now we're covering that thing. It's just getting covered all over the place. Is Wyvern an existing type? Apparently not. I would think Wyvern used to be a creature type, and they retconned all the Wyvern. Well, it has to be new. Is there literally a Wyvern in the deck? Do we have Scryfall back? Scryfall is not back. Wyvern would be a dragon in MTG. Well, then we have to undo this if there's such thing as a Wyvern card. Wyvern MTG. Doing analysis. There are 6 cards where the name Wyvern... Oh, maybe... I don't know if it's a creature type. Summon Wyvern. Okay, I think they errated it out. So, okay, so yeah, no, Wyvern is new. There's no Wyvern anymore. So it's weird. Wizards erased Wyvern from history. It used to be a creature type. I think it used to be a creature type only because the creature name was a Wyvern. Yeah, it became Drake's now. Okay, so it is legal. It's legal enough for me. I don't think I've ever seen Scryfall down for so much of a stream before. Well, sometimes it's just down for a day. Scryfall needs to get more money. Okay, this is just a totally fine card. It's a giant chunky wolf. There's nothing broken about this at all. You know, if you add trample or something like that, then we have to start thinking like, okay, is this like too much? But 6 mana 10/10, it's not totally vanilla, but I mean, it's as vanilla as it comes for a ginormous creature. Randomly thinking of Monster Hunter. Okay, next up, we've got Dono from Fire. Who wants a Dono from Fire? We got Draconic has a card. What is this, double-sided? We getting greedy here? We have Shivana the Half Dragon. I'm just speedrunning this if this is 2 cards. Shyvana. It is 2 cards. You only get 1. You got 1 dono. Or does it transform? Okay, I'm speed running this. Shyvana the half dragon. It's a 4-mana 3/4 human dragon. Haste Fury. What's Fury? Whenever a creature dealt damage by this creature this turn dies, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Why is this so pixelated? It's like you made this card and then you took a picture of it and with your iPhone and then uploaded it. When Shyvana attacks, she gains +1/+1 until end of turn. When a dragon creature you control deals damage, put that many dragon fire counters on Shyvana. Then, if she has 12 or more dragon fire counters on her transform, I swear to God, I swear to absolute God, this is this is a card. Who does this sound like? I have to go back into chat. I'm blanking on the I'm just blanking on the username at the moment. Who's the Runeterra guy? Who's our Runeterra guy? Why do I have to dig so deep in chat and I can't find the user? Oh, here we go. I swear to God, this is a Nova the Space Wolf card. Maybe this is just another Nova. Maybe this is just Nova Space Wolf's second handle. It's a legendary. It's a Legends of Runeterra card. It's and it's also a Legends of Runeterra card. Draconic, do you happen to also be named someone else in chat at the same time? The one that makes Alawi. Why does a non-white vampire have the Sengir ability? I don't know about that. I have no idea. Okay, so it transforms into Shyvana, dragon form. Flying, haste, and fury. When Shyvana attacks, until end of turn, she gains +2/+2, and pay 2. Target dragon you control fights up to 1 other target creature. If your dragon survives, all damage dealt to it this turn is healed. Activate only once each turn. Plot twist: your chat is 1 person. There's no doubt in my mind. There's like a greater number than 1 of you, or greater number than 0 of you, have more than 1 account in chat. Can we count this as a TCG adaptation? Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Runeterra. It basically was a TCG, sort of. All 59 of us are sock accounts. Well, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. You know, I can feel the personality and the difference between everybody. Okay, we have another super chat come from Noise Marrow. Who wants a super chat from Noise Marrow? We got Medieval Gamer with Winota, the Heart Bonder. Why do we need more Winota cards? Winota. Oh, it's Winota Heart Bonder. Discord is weird. If I don't put the full name of the full word, it can't find it. I don't understand why the search algorithms outside of Google have to be so stupid. Like Scryfall is dumb, and also Discord is also equally as dumb. Era Lauren Wolf says, I'm not a sock account. Wait, you guys are all sock accounts around here? What's going on over here? Are double-faced cards count as 1 card or 2 cards? It's counted. If you give me a 2-sided card, I'm not discussing it very much. I'm reading both sides and moving on. If you give me one card as a freebie, we can spend some time and talk about it. Winota Heart Bonder is a 4-mana 4/4 human warrior. This card feels empty for some reason. Whenever a I feel like, there's supposed to be more text on the bottom. That's all. There's like nothing here. Whenever a non-human creature you control attacks, exile the top card of your library. Until end of turn, you may play that card. Wow, this is a fair Winota. When spells you cast from exile cost 1 less to cast for every spell you've cast from exile this turn. That's going to be hard to use, though. Because you need to you exile the top card of your library until end of turn. You may play that card. Spells you get. Oh, is this now like a storm card? It's like went from breaking creatures to breaking storm. Ouija cards can be Ouija cards. Danger. What? I'm getting it. Having an aneurysm reading that. I definitely don't eat socks with dinner. We don't. No, we don't all do. This goes well with Codus the Fang's Keeper. I'm thinking this goes. Okay, actually, okay. This is not good in Storm because we have to play we still need to play non-humans in here. We do need to play. This actually. No, now I think this card is just bad. So spells you cast from exile cost 1 less to cast for every spell you've cast from exile this turn. Like, if it counted permanently, I could get it. But because it's every single time this turn... Like, how many creatures can you play this turn? Or do you play it in, like, an affinity deck? Maybe it's a good affinity card. Maybe it's a good affinity card. You know, you attack with that Ornithopter. Attack with that Memnite. There might be yeah, it feels weak to me off the top, but maybe you can build a you know, honestly, to be brutally honest, when I saw Winota, like the original Winota, I thought it was garbage. It just looks bad. It looks so bad. But then you play against such a deck and you realize, oh, this is actually really good. Because Winota, like you can activate Winota's ability immediately when she enters the battlefield. So you set up the first few turns with non-humans and then attack the opponent. Bacon Catbug has big mommy fetish. Step on me, mommy. You don't need to cast just creatures from exile though, and for each attacker, it's one more exiled card. Yeah, but in a Winota deck, you should be creature dense. That's that would be my point. You should be a little bit more creature dense because that's how you enable Winota. So, and like in the original Winota deck, you would have just a big pile of creatures that found other big piles of creatures. And what, now we've got to like split it up. So if you put more spells in your deck, Winota gets weaker. You put more creatures in your deck, this specific Winota gets weaker. I think. It can be artifact creatures. So like maybe there's an affinity plan that you can go around here. You know, we were talking about thought monitors and or just the 7 mana, you know, the Sojourner's Companion and stuff like that. Does it work with prepared spells? I don't know. It's off the top of my head. I don't know. It sort of breaks my brain. Well, it's doable. I hope it's not as broken as the original Winota, because the original Winota I thought was broken, just straight up broken. And sorry, no, the original Winota I thought was crap, and it ended up being straight up broken. We have another regular card in chat. It is Poison Ivy. Nature's Fury. You mean from Batman? I think this is from Batman. It's a 5 mana 3/4 human plant villain. Plant creatures you control have persist and +2/+2. Whenever another non-token plant creature enters, create a token copy of that creature. Got Poison Kiss. She can kill people just by kissing you. Better be a good one. Move a -1/-1 counter from a plant creature you control to another target creature. Interesting. Nature's Allure for 5 mana. Target creature spell becomes a plant in addition to its other types as it enters. That is weird. Wouldn't it just be cleaner to just be like target creature gets a plant token and it becomes a plant creature or something for as long as it has that counter on it? Target creature spell becomes plant in addition to its other types. I mean, I guess it works. I'm not gonna disregard. Yeah, we did it. We broke Devoted Druid, did we? Oh well, yeah. Oh yeah, we have another Devoted Druid enabler. Is it even that good? It's 2 mana to move a -1/-1 counter. I don't think we're breaking Devoted Druid here. Devoted Druid only taps for 1 mana. It's to combo with the first ability. Plant creatures you control have persist and +2/+2 when another non-token plant creature enters. Create a token that's yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So we trigger the first ability. I think that's okay. Oh yeah, I see. Okay, so if it entered the battlefield, it's too late. We want to enable the first ability. MTG Gaming Bob, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you as well. We've been waiting so long for a plant commander. Have you? Are there no plant commanders? Not a single one? Wizards hasn't been looking out for the floral out. Is that, I'm using that word right? The floral? The botanists? The Sorry, I don't know my plant terminology. But is the druid still a plant when it returns? I got no damn clue. Okay. This definitely is doable. It's really expensive for this nature's lure ability. Like, what? How does that even go off? If I play just a random creature, even for 1 mana, I got to spend an additional 5. So that's a total of 6 mana just to make it a plant. Botanist? Oh yeah, botanist. Florist is fine. At the florist, yeah, that florist. The person who sells the plants and so on. Okay, we got another dono from chat from Jack Solaris. Thanks so much for your sacrifice, Jack. We will give it to Dr. DCA with the Forewarned Adept. What super chat sound effect I give you? This one. We have Forewarned Adept. You have 2 versions. Could probably do a better name. Same card in both images, just 2 different illustrations. Oh, we got both. We got some genders here. You got the woman Forewarned Adept, and we also have the man Forewarned Adept. Why is this a tongue twister? Forewarned Adept. 2 mana, 2/2. Human wizard. Ward. Reveal the top 2 cards of your library. This creature's controller puts them on the top or bottom of your library in any order. What? What did I read? What did I just read? Okay, Ward. Okay, so I try to kill this thing. It triggers Ward. Reveal the top 2 cards of your library. What, my library? No, it's their library. Whose library is getting revealed here? I actually don't know anymore. I'm assuming this is the cost on the opponent. So they reveal the top 2 cards of their library. This creature's controller puts them on the top or bottom of your library in any order. Oh, so I get to choose what I'm doing. Oh, okay, I see. So the opponent who's trying to kill my Forewarned Adept that tried to forewarn you, you reveal the top 2, and then you get to choose if they stay on top or not. It's a super Fate Seal. Fate Seal 2. The one paying the cost. Ward means your opponent pays it. The bluest grizzly bear I can imagine. Yeah, are there any? There's not many blue grizzly bears. At the beginning of your upkeep, you scry 2. So you have waifu version. You can also have the husbando version. Oh, wow, the background is identical. Like, the background didn't change at all. Sorry, Majro, we give freebies to the people who have not got cards, period. Especially if you paid. There's some, believe it or not, Majro, there's some people out there, they don't get any cards at all. They got no card. They got no money for cards. Like Pedgeman. I don't know if Pedgeman's ever donated once, but Pedgeman's popular enough to get like 1 million cards. Pedgeman, where's your card, by the way? You're gonna be next. Some people are gonna go home with there's only so many. We've got basically 2 donos left, so I'm probably gonna have to take it from random. Okay, okay, Pedgeman, while I wait for your card. Oh no, sorry, Jack is actually giving it to us. It is the Corpse Fire. By the way, the Forewarned Adept, great card. Okay, Corpse Fire. Is this 2 cards? What is going on here? Or is it the same thing? Oh, it's the same thing. I'm going to look at the full art version. Full art is awesome. This is a red sorcery with incantation. Choose 1 or more additional costs. You may only choose a cost if all previous costs have been chosen as well. I remember that ability. It's really cool. For 1 mana, Corpse Fire deals 2 damage to each creature. So basically for 2 mana, so we have to pay the red. We have Pyroclasm. That's probably so hold on. This is already like pretty broken. Because this is just Pyroclasm. It's a super Pyroclasm. Then on top of that, we have, for 2 more mana, destroy all creatures that were dealt damage this turn. So it turns into a Wrath. And then for another 2 mana, exile creatures from all graveyards. Corpse Fire deals 1 damage to each opponent for each card exiled this way. I'm gonna say this is too powerful. Only because this is a just completely strictly better power crept version of like multiple cards that already exist. So you have Pyroclasm that can turn into a Wrath of God or Damnation that also turns into some sort of weird... I actually don't know what the 6th ability is. Yeah, it's Super Damnation. That's probably... Yeah, it's good Pyroclasm for Commander Precon. What do you mean good Pyroclasm? It's a Super Pyroclasm. The only thing to make it more broken is make it instant speed. Yeah, we hit the 2-hour bingo spot. We hit the 2-hour thing a long time ago. Print in Modern Horizons 4. The first ability required a red mana. I think it's fine. It's literally... The first ability is literally just Pyroclasm. That card already exists. That is a good card. So this is just a better Pyroclasm. It's a Pyroclasm with 2 more abilities. Pyroclasm didn't need to be power crept. If the first ability was like Corpse Fire deals 1 damage to each creature, okay, I actually think that would make this card doable. So the first ability sort of sucks, but it's still playable. And then it still enables the second ability where it destroys all creatures that were dealt a damage this turn. So I think if you just change the first ability to deal 1 damage, this is a pass. But because this is just a far above and beyond Pyroclasm, then it's disqualified. It's 2026 power creep is normal now. I know, and it shouldn't be. Bingo alert! Learn grammar may only choose at a cost in the reminder text. What do you mean? Choose 1 or more additional costs. You may only choose a cost if... Well, how else are you supposed to say that? You may only choose... Chose? You may only choose... Oh, I see. Yeah, it was a chose instead. Oh my god. That's the weirdest space to have like a learn grammar thing. All right, you know what that means though? We got another bingo. For all the bingo fans out there. Just a reminder, there's a 5 bingo limit on these cards. I'm not gonna go through 12 damn bingos. Reading the typo explains the typo. I mean, I didn't even read the reminder text. I didn't expect there was gonna be a grammatical mistake in that reminder text. That's why you guys are all in charge of this. We got Ace Freshly here with another super chat. John Constantine, the Soul Broker. Thanks for your super chat, Ace Freshly. This is a 4-mana 3/4 human warlock. John Constantine enters with 2 shield counters on him. That's right, not 1 but 2. Be very wary. Sitting by his grave because you know he can't die. It's got Sold Soul. For 2 mana, put a +1/+1 counter and a finality counter on John Constantine. How is that gonna work out? Shield counters and finality counter? Isn't finality counter like if you attack, you have to sack it or something? Yeah, more shields. People love their shield counters. Are we at a 3-hour stream? Well, we will. Bryce says, you're telling me we can't play for Blackout? No, that's... Oh, I'm thinking of Decayed. What does finality do then? If he dies, he's exiled. Ah, okay. Okay, bait and switch for 3 mana. Remove up to 3 counters from John Constantine. We just put these counters on him. Oh, and then you can distribute them from any number of other target creatures you control. So we just plop them down and protect some other creatures. And then pull from the pit for 4 mana. Exile John Constantine. Return target creature from exile to the battlefield. Oh, we blink him. Interesting. This is so hard to get rid of this damn thing. So we can blink him. He comes back. He's going to enter with 2 more shield counters. And for a lot, look, I'll have to admit, all these abilities are super expensive. It reminds me of like classic Magic the Gathering, where there would be like a card would have a bunch of abilities, but they all cost like 2 or 3 mana. So enabling the card was just super hard and very mana intensive. You have like a choice. You can either like use this card during your turn, or you play creatures. And usually you lean on playing creatures instead. Seems annoying to move the shield counters. Got to do what you got to do. So I don't know who John Constantine is. So if Chief Cooper says it's a flavor win, that's a flavor win. Flavor win, John is extra hard to kill. John Constantine? Where is this guy from? The Walking Dead? So you're saying I can't ever get rid of this card? No, you can get you can exile this card, can't you? Yeah, you can exile this card. Exiling it will work. That will work out. Oh, the DC oh, it's a comic book character. I never heard of this character. I want to say this character is not very good if they didn't make a movie out of him. I'm throwing shots at you, John Constantine. Or did they make a movie? No, not The Walking Dead. Look, there's dead people. Look, there's dead people in the background. So for all I know, this is a Walking Dead thing. It's Keanu Reeves. They did make a movie. What's the movie? John Constantine, and the dude got a movie. It's not super good, but it's a movie. Keanu Reeves. Did they try to bring who's that character that he plays? That's from all the memes. They had a movie. It's called Constantine from 2005. Oh, that's a long time ago. They made a movie. It's called Constantine, starring Keanu Reeves. Oh, then this predates John Wick. Then, yeah, that's what I was thinking. John Wick. Maybe that's where they got the idea of John Wick. John Constantine was basically had the strongest plot armor of all time. So they're like, hey, why don't we make another movie that has a guy that has the strongest plot armor of all time? Yeah, I was thinking of John Wick. Okay, cool. Very doable. Very doable. Okay, Bacon Catbook has dono for Pedgeman, even if he's already got a freebie. All right, the specific dono for Pedge. Well, what do you want, Pedgeman? What's your second card? I don't even know if you're in chat right now. Fortunately, well, maybe there's something I can look up here. Oh, Pedgeman has another card. Okay, this is going to be the card from Pedgeman, because it's the only thing that I can find over here. Patchouli the Great Grimoire. This is a 4-mana 1/3 wizard. Tap to put a stun counter on your Patchouli. That is very bizarre and unusual. Add Wooburg. Use this mana only to pay for additional costs of instance or sorcery spells. Additional costs? Like hexproof or something? Whenever you cast a modal spell, scry X, where X is the number of times you choose a mode for that spell. Then if X is 2 or greater, draw a card. Then if X is 3 or greater, untap your Patchouli. I don't even know what I read here. Whenever you cast a modal spell... Oh, this goes very well with your last card to pay for all that stuff. Whenever you cast a modal spell, scry X, where X is the number... This is really convoluted. We're playing this 4-mana 1/3 just so that we can play like these extended modal spell stuff. That is too much X. How much? Oh, there. Yeah, finally we have the too much X card. Too much X. Oh my goodness, chat. Oh my goodness. This is a super bingo. We got one going vertically and horizontally. What is this? We have 4 freebies over here. 4 X's. 4 X's mark the spot. Bingo, too much X. You guys are just waiting for that X bingo. Yeah, we got four bongos. Desperately waiting. 3 X's is not that many X's on a card. We have lots of cards that have 3 X's. 4 X's, that's the breaking point. Toilet Deck says, where are those cards that try to hit as many bingo spaces as possible? I miss those. Well, people stopped making those cards when I created the rule that you can only 1 bingo per card submitted. So when we're paying those modal cards, we scry X, where X is the number of times you chose a mode for that spell. So we're trying to power creep the modal spells. Then if X is 2 or greater, draw a card. Then if X is 3 or greater, untap Patchouli. Okay, whatever. I'm hoping this card is so jank looking. I'm just gonna trust that it's just doable. Like it's not a broken card. Quick, someone donate a creature lord. Well, it's too late. There are no more donos. That's it. We're done with the donos. We are now going to the bingo donos, and the bingo donos don't compound. 4 more. Okay, we have 4 more. 4 more donos to all of you. We're gonna start with. Okay. Oh my God, I have to add more music. You got to be kidding me. We're not done yet. I thought like I put like so much music like it would never end. We're almost at the 3-hour mark. Why do I even have the sound effect at the end anyway? Okay, I'm gonna get more music. Who knows what's gonna happen? Maybe these 4 donos will take forever somehow. It's not Wii Sports music time yet. No, it's not. Okay, I'm gonna take. I think there was more people who want donos than I can give, so I'm gonna have to take them randomly. So first thing I click in chat gets the dono, and if it's not a dono, what? I gotta choose something. Why is my Wii Sport? Okay, what's underneath? Okay, freebie. Kasumi Weirdo. You get a card, Vinovsky. I don't even have any sound effects left. I need to like triple my sound effects. Kasumi Weirdo. You were the closest. You were the closest bingo that went down from what I selected. Kasumi Lovestruck Weirdo is a 2-mana 2/2 human warlock for a blue. Tap. Choose a creature card name. Then create a 1/1 colorless toy artifact creature token. Its name is the chosen name. That's cool. What is the point of that, though? 2 mana, tap, sacrifice a creature. Destroy each creature with the same name as the sacrificed creature. Interesting. Is this like a voodoo doll? Is this like really big voodoo doll vibes? It is a cool art. Whoops, I accidentally donated $100 to chat. Whoops! I probably would end up... Well, honestly, I'd probably like save it to the next show. Honestly, I would probably do another custom stream in the middle of the week just to deal with all those donos. Yes, it is a voodoo doll. This is probably the closest we have to a voodoo doll in the game. They've made some other voodoo dolls, but I don't think it's nearly as like it doesn't apply to creatures. It applies to players, and even when it applies to players, I don't think it applies it very well. So here, yeah, we can kill the voodoo doll and kill the person. Can you change? Can you choose the name of a token? You should be allowed to, I guess. Destroy each creature. Yeah, you can destroy every single token. No, I understand Stuffy Doll, but it's like you can't destroy or exile the Stuffy Doll and then you exile the player. You know what I mean? It just reflects damage. I look at it as like just a reflect damage sort of thing. Does Stuffy Doll even take the damage? Or is it like whenever Stuffy Doll would be taking damage, it deals damage to something else? Some cards care about about cards with the same name. I just don't know which ones. Me neither. Animated lands get hit hard with hit hard with this? Maybe. Yeah. Oh, it does take the damage. Okay. So Stuffy Doll does replicate somewhat to a voodoo doll. I like this one better. I like this one a lot, actually. We have a means of destroying the creatures. Okay, I'm gonna take another person at random from chat. I'll even go back into the history. Oh, where's my random chance sound effect? Who do I select? It's not we. Oh my god, it went right back. Okay, that's okay. We'll just keep moving. Steve Cooper with Mirror. That's weird. What are the odds I selected the exact same thing from chat? Mirror version 1 from Steve Cooper. Mirror on the wall. Who's the mirrorest mirror of them all? The hell? Why is Michael Jackson on here? Man in the mirror? Is this version 1? Yeah, it's version 1, all right. It's 2 mana for a 2/1 mirror performer. Oh, it's acting like Michael Jackson. All you have to do is do the moonwalk and you're good. When the man in the mirror enters. Was that like a name of a song that he did? Man in the mirror? When Man in the Mirror enters, each opponent creates a 1/2 reflection black and white creature token. When a reflection an opponent controls dies, each creature you control gets a +1/+1 counter. Also, was the name of a song? It's a joke card based on the MG song, which I probably know the song. I just didn't know. Like, I'm like loosely familiar with most of Michael Jackson's, best songs, because how can you avoid them? They're in pop culture all the time, but I just don't know the name of it. It's black and white at the same time. Yeah, both black and white. He did do that song. Arethusa, it's from chat. I thought it's from Discord chat because I recently made a mount of cards based on moments from the Honkai Star Rail. Oh, no, I'm just grabbing random. I'm grabbing a random comment. Just try to make it random. Grabbing a random comment from chat to give the freebies, because unfortunately there's more people who want freebies than they're gonna get, sadly enough. I miss when Majra used to make waifu cards with prowl cost. What do you mean waifu cards? There's all husbando cards. That's all I remember. Husbandos into husbandos into husbandos. LOL, exploit failed. Yeah, exploit failed. That's right. With Man the Mirror Ender, well, I mean, this is, yeah, you destroy their creature, you get bigger creatures. This is a fair, I think it's a very fair card, actually. Because you only have a 2-1 over here. The 1/2s, well, I wouldn't say they outclass, but they are an equal match to the Man in the Mirror. Yeah, see, I do husbandos, thank you very much. I knew it! I mean, I've been doing this long enough. I know Majra is a husbando. A husbando lover of husbandos. But for everyone else, there's waifus. There were waifu cards. Well, I mean, there's going to be some waifu cards in there. Dominantly husbandos. Okay, third super chat. Again, I'll pick you guys out randomly. Who do I got? Freebie. The Hero's Defeat. Corbinek. You didn't actually get a card today. The Hero's Defeat. Did you spell heroes right? Is it new? Do you just post this or something? Where's the Hero's Defeat? I can't find this thing. Maybe if I look up defeat. What if I just look up defeat? Oops, what am I doing here? You didn't post this card. I don't see this damn thing. You've got to be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Feel free to save them for the next custom stream, or just, this is 20 donos. Thank you for doing these and being awesome. You reignited my passion for custom MTG and MTG as a whole. I think we just have to have a special show for you, Bacon Catbug. Probably it's gonna be like next week. We'll just have a second one. That's 20. That is literally 20 donos. Okay, we have 20 donos, compliments of Bacon Catbug. Holy moly! The custom stream is now sponsored by Bacon Catbug. Today's custom stream is donated by Bacon Catbug. If you guys keep throwing out $100 bills, I guess I'll keep making custom card streams. And you guys can still donate for your own cards if you really want to. Maybe fuel the AI generated cards for now. When's a good time for baking? When is a good time for Bacon Catbug? Almost need to schedule around him. I know! It's almost 23 donos, actually. Well, I'm dividing this in, or I guess I have to look up the 100 euros. If only it was $2 per card still. No, I'm definitely not doing that. I can't find this card. What was it called? Oh my god, I miswrote it's the Hero's Death, not Defeat. Oh, Hero's Death. Hero's Death. So how do you spell heroes? Oh, H-O-S. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I found it. Thank God. The Hero's Death, quadruple black sorcery. If you control 3 non-goat demons, the card costs black less to cast. Destroy target creature destroy target creature of Planeswalker? Well, that doesn't make any sense. Then search your opponent's library for up to 3 other cards with the same name and exile them. You lose 1 life for each card exiled this way. Unfortunately for you, Corbinek, we already did the grammar bingo. And it's not even, we can't even get more bingos on this bingo. Literally, custom cards is the reason I still play MTG. And you play them with your own custom cards. We need custom cards every week again instead of every other week. You're gonna kill me with these custom cards, but you're gonna kill me. You're just absolutely gonna kill me. I'll do it again. Non-goat demons, that sounds pretty specific. Yeah, what the hell is up with that? If you control 3 non-goat demons, why does that even matter? This costs black, 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 less to cast. Destroy target creature of plane... oh, is it or planeswalker? It's probably destroy target creature or planeswalker. Then search your opponent's library for up to 3 other cards with the same name and exile them. You lose 1 life for each card exiled this way. So it's basically destroy target creature surgical extraction. Which is fine if you have 3 basically 3 demons on the battlefield. When I hear non-goat, I always think of Clackbridge Troll. Can we counter the alternate casting cost be shouting, "That's my goat" at any time? No, I don't think so. So no changelings, usually no brushwag or something. Oh, that's true. Okay. Oh, so it's like, okay, you can't cheat with changelings with this card. So you literally need to be playing like a demon deck, a literal demon deck. Okay, that card is doable. It's very doable. Whoops, no, it's doable. Okay, one more, taken from the coffers here. One more today, anyhow. Bingo, 3+ hour stream. Okay, where are we here? Whoops, I accidentally donated $100. Okay, so what is the first dono from here? Is that bad news? Isn't Stuffy Doll? Did anyone ask for a freebie in this time? Effing bet. Well, yeah, you called me on that. Tokens aren't creatures. The fact that we can't. Mercenary! You get the last dono of today. Killdozer. Killdozer. It looks like a Lego bulldozer. 4 mana, 5/6 vehicle. Legendary Crew 1, Trample, Rampage 5. If the creature blocking this is a land, artifact, or enchantment, those creatures are destroyed at end of combat. When this creature deals damage to a player, that player is dealt additional damage equal to the number of non-basic lands they control. Well, the problem, I don't know what Rampage 5 means. What is like if someone blocks me, I get +5/+5 or something? And what the hell, Legendary Crew 1? What, no one else knows how to run a bulldozer around here? Legendary Crew is unique. New design space. Oh, okay, it's not a JoJo card like last time. Legendary Crew is cute. Why do we need a legendary? Is there some lore behind this that I don't know about? If the creature blocking this is a land... Oh, artifact or enchantment. Those creatures are destroyed at end of combat because you know what's going to deal with that land? A bulldozer. And it's going to kill them. Whenever this creature deals damage to a player, however, that player is dealt additional damage equal to the number of non-basic lands they control. So it's insinuating that it deals damage based on the land. You get swept up with the dozer. Oh, it's a damn crappy train internet based on a true story. Should be a toy. Step on this Lego Killdozer at night and take 5 damage. Well, I don't think you take that much damage. It's gonna hurt though. Arethusa, if it gets blocked by more than one creature, it gets +5/+5 for each creature beyond the first. Yep. There is real lore behind this thing. It's a real world thing that happened in 2004. What the? We need Mr. Plow from The Simpsons. Homer Simpson, legendary nuclear safety technician. A guy built a fortified bulldozer to get back at the city for building something. Oh, okay. Interesting. Marvin Heemeyer was a real guy who ran a business, but the town council kept messing with him. So he made a makeshift tank to destroy the businesses of the people who kept screwing him over. The Killdozer. It was a real... What, they called it a Killdozer? Did he kill anybody, though? That's a Doomblade. Unplayable. Should probably be a little bit more indestructible. I played this with Kamal in Lure. My explanation is the big paragraph. Thank you very much. I read it. Wait, is the quote in the flavor text from him as well? I was always willing to be reasonable until I had to be unreasonable. And with that, everybody, That's the end of today's show. But thanks to Bacon Kappa, I guess we're that's a big super chat. We're gonna have another show. I'll make a completely new show. I don't know when I'll schedule it. I'll probably let everyone know in chat because of course we probably will do it like next week. Maybe one day before, maybe one day after the custom card stream. What's the best time to do this next week? No. Oh God, I can't. I have to do it in a morning. It's gotta be. We'll do it probably next Friday because it's a morning. I have to do it in the morning. I can't do these shows at night. I'll be doing this till like freaking 12 o'clock in the morning or something like that. 12 in the morning. I can't. I gotta go to sleep. I gotta go to sleep, everybody. But you know what? You got to be here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Tuesdays, Thursdays, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Be there or be square. Thanks to everyone who supports the show. Oh my God, this is the show that basically runs this channel. It's above and beyond the most profitable thing that I do. If you're a patron, a member on YouTube, or you super chat to be part of the show, or even super chat so other people are part of the show. Thank you so much, everyone, for your custom cards, your laughs, your greatness. People like everyone who contributes, like Majra, Jeff. Oh, we got T. Siddons. We got Toilet Duck, Bacon, Catbug, The Damn Draws, Steve Cooper, Mercenary, Adaptus. We got Orvatus, Arethusa, Jack Solaris, Pedgeman, Noise Marrow, Bryce. I think I got you, Toilet Duck. And many more. So as usual, my coffee crew, keep brewing those coffees. And we're going to keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves. And I will see you at the next cup.